All right. Let's see. Kimbo311, it's all good, man. I'll be here. Well, I'm here now. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. I had to get things set up. So it ain't no biggie. It ain't no biggie. So this isn't gonna be like the longest stream or anything. So I'm saying like max a half hour. And that's like strictly it'll be like max a half hour. I plan on starting to put videos out at like 5. You know. I've been filming and such, so yeah, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna go and snag a water real quick. You already know I gotta stay hydrated. But let's see. Um, Silver Ninja, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see that. Been so long since you joined one of my streams. Yeah, I usually have them like late at night. I feel bad, my bad guys. Just usually like getting out of work really late. That's when I have the streams because working an 8-hour shift and then getting back. I was gonna have one like later yesterday, but I'm like, nah, man, it's too late. So, it's no big thing. Let's see. I think I got it set up okay. So I'm putting it so I can like respond to the actual like to respond to your guys' comments and everything. Or actually like post comments in the chat. Let's see, come on, almost. Mm-hmm. Come on. Come on. Got it. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. So let's see. The GOAT. Dude, the fact you call me the GOAT, I'm honored if I'm even in somebody's top 1,000 being real. I'm honored if I'm in somebody's top 10,000, let alone people saying like I'm in their top 5 or the GOAT or some crap. It's crazy. Getting ready to go to work. I'm not getting ready to go to work right now, but yeah, audited. Damn it. I think my laptop died. Well, it happened. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get the charger for that real quick. I will be right back. I won't be gone for long. I'm getting things set up so I can actually like respond to y'all, like actually put comments and stuff too. Okay, I found it. I also got my goddamn Mother Nature juice, so that's cool. Alright, that's not on there. Put that over there. I'm just plugging in my laptop. That way, like, I've got a live chat going, and I can actually like respond to your guys' questions and everything. Or maybe not. I might have to use the actual cock-a-doodle. Okay, it's fine. Let's see. Well, I can't do it that way. Then let's try this. That there, does it reach? It might. Are we good? Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. So what I'm doing, why it's taking me such a long time, I'm setting up like my laptop so I can actually like type in the chat, you know, because normally when I do live streams like this, I can't type in the chat or anything. So, yeah. So now, well, it's getting started up again. I promise I'm not ignoring you guys. I was getting things set up. But yeah, I'm not getting ready to go to work today. I don't work today. For the next 3 days, I do though, and they're 8-hour shifts. So it's gonna be a little busy the next few days. But what I normally do is I crank a bunch of videos before I go in. So even while I'm gone for the 8 hours, you know, working, I'm playing double duty usually on the regular. So while I'm doing that, even being tired and such, I still got the content going out for you guys, and that's how I always do it. You know, if you're wondering like, oh, how do I put out videos every day? I usually just crank before work and then schedule them to go out while I work and such. So usually playing double duty, but it's an honor doing it, man. I love it. All right, let's see. All right, so busy now. I just saw a comment. So busy nowadays, man. Usually I am busy like that on the regular. I just don't say it, like, you know. But that's how I do it. So it's a lot. You guys can imagine like YouTube and putting out videos every single day on top of working an actual job. It's basically like working 2 jobs. But you know, this one I love it a lot. I even see it as a job. Like it's just amazing, man. All the support and such you guys give me. If it became a thing where I was able to be if I could talk, if it was able to be like my full-time job one day, I'd be honored, man. I'd be honored, and I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to do it. I'd actually have the time to be able to sit down and really edit in depth with videos, because you know I want to do like the slow mos and big time editing and everything just for sake of time crunch. It's tough to do that. So anybody who you see putting in a ton of work with their editing and everything, give them some major props, because they definitely deserve it. It's a lot of work just sitting there editing like all the effects and everything that you see on the regular. Like some people just take it for granted, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of work for sure. Um, well, let's see here. All right, I think we're good. I think we're yeah, sweet. We're set. So I gotta go and look at all these comments, try to get caught up. Long and hits like a truck, I think, but BU Excalibur's hits harder like a train. I mean, Guilty hits like a truck, but so does Zephoid. If it comes to like right rotation attack, I mean, Ultimate, I still got to do some more battles, you know, before I can say like who the true king is. But I mean, you already know Zephoid's up there. Considering the performance it's put on already with the battles I've done, it is up there. No doubt about it. Tandon, what's up? How's my day going? It's pretty good, man. My favorite snack, that's really difficult. I mean, there's these like Tajan got me into them in college, you know, but like Jajangmyeon, like Jajangmyeon. Uh, those noodles are really, really good, man. I sometimes eat like the spicy, like Korean fire noodle ones, but not as much anymore because that spice, oh my God. I love spicy, but that's a lot of spice. You know, I only get them on special occasions. But yeah, more like my top three. I'm honored, man. I'm even in your top three. Uh Love Trinidad, brother. Much love from Trinidad. Nikolai Joseph. Oh my God, man. It's so good seeing you here. You already know I remember you. I paid homage to you with Aquila's Evolution, you know, with the Phantom Aquila. Because it's like Morica, and then I had it with like instead of a bunch of different like countries like Coloto and then Trinidad, you know. But let's see here. Kimbo's so busy nowadays. Yeah, man, like always, always grinding. How am I liking the new Excalibur? I love it. Why haven't I gotten the new chain Corbeus? I haven't been able to get the random booster set yet. I did get it, and it is on the way. Like legit, it's on the way. Not like, oh, on the way, like gonna get it. I purchased it and it's on the way. But just gotta wait for it to get here. When it gets here, you know I'll be doing the reviews for it. You know I'll be doing the big time battles, and I'll once again put in the poll if you guys want me to do in-depth battles, if you want me to do like a survival battle, or if you want me to do a mix, like do a big time survival battle, and then the battles that are actually intense from the survival battles, doing those battles. You know that's how you guys did for Belial. That's how you guys wanted it for Divine. You know. But yeah. So let's see. One through 10 for Excalibur and why. Solid 9. Solid 9. I'd even say 9.5 because it hits like a truck. I've actually, yeah, solid 9.5 because it hits like a truck, but it's one of the BU bays that really utilizes the high and the low mode. Like, I mean, they have done it for chain. They did utilize like the different modes for chain with the high and low mode. Same thing for Gatling. And now Zephoid. But Zephoid's is so effective, man. It makes it where like even bays that are taller, it can hit them big time. Or then the bays that are in the low mode and such, you can hit them too. So it's got a counter for everything, man. Bays that are in the high mode or locked in the high mode, or bays that can get the low mode and everything. It's got a counter. Like something to say for all of them. So yeah. How have I been? I've been pretty good, man. Supreme Achilles. That sounds like a cool name, but you know, Zest Achilles being the confirmed one. You deserve more subscribers. Yo, Tandon, I'm honored, man. I'm honored that we're even this far. 116K is a lot of freaking people. I never thought that we'd actually even hit 100. Like I always had that window there metaphorically, and then you guys made it where like there's actually a play button there. There's no way in hell gold will ever happen. If so, I'd lose my damn mind. Like I said, if y'all gave me the support and such to where I could do it full time one day, I'd be absolutely honored. I would love to, you know. It's an honor even doing it like at this stage, at this point. So, you know, like if it ever gets to that point I could do it full time, I'd love to. And if I could do it full time, I'd be doing like multiple channels. My dad's told me, he's like, why don't you show off your other talents? Like he's like, you rap, like you like rapping, you can draw, you play a lot of video games, like let out your talents, son. You're not getting any younger. I'm like, I know, Dad, but also just working, you know, work takes up a lot of time during the day. And it's stuff you guys don't even see. Like people I see on the regular don't see like the side of all the work and everything that goes into things on YouTube, but also vice versa. You know, so you guys might not see everything you go through on the regular basis when it comes to just work and such, because you see the content going on the regular. But you know, there's always that little wall of things, and it's all good, man. But like I said, if it ever gets to that point where I'm able to do it like full time, I'd be totally honored to. Like, I definitely would love to, but just got to keep working towards it. Hopefully you can make it. Hopefully, man. Just the fact all you guys gotta do is literally show up. Just literally show up and just support, enjoy the content, enjoy the videos. Tell your friends if you'd like. You know, just honor there's even one of you guys sitting here. I remember back when I couldn't even have live streams, or like I tried to have a live stream or something. It's like, oh hey, one person showing up. I remember the first one I had. People were like, oh my god, he's actually live. What's going on? Ah! Well, I didn't even know how to set it up or anything, and that was really crazy, man. Even the fact that there's 10 people in here right now is like awesome. Y'all are the goats. But now, let's see. I'm gonna get in you guys' question. I'm gonna answer them the best that I can. I promise I'm not ignoring any of you guys. I'm one person. I'm just trying to answer a lot of questions at once and scroll through as quick as I can. But yeah, hi Kimbo, love your videos. Yo, Kath, thank you so much for just the support and everything. I really appreciate you. How do you feel about the A gear and its gimmick? I dig it. The A gear, anybody who doesn't know, the A gear is the new gear that comes for Divine Value. It's going to come with the Achilles set. It won't fit on Dynamite, Devil, or Dangerous. It only fits on Divine, which I don't mind that at all because it makes it a little easier. So it's not like, oh, hey, I had to go back and try to make like a version with the new gears on an old like Dynamite or such. Like, I already have enough with like the original gears, you know. And they just fit like Dynamite, Devil, and Dangerous a lot more. Maybe Dangerous like maybe these new gears would help Dangerous out a bit more, being more on the side of attack, but still being balanced. But, you know, Divine really needs that jagged attack. But it has the points where it sticks out. It basically makes the contact points bigger for Divine. It'll add more weight to it. So I have high hopes for it, considering how much the F gear even helped out, like Devil, Dynamite, and Dangerous. I'm hoping the A gear does that for Divine, just ups that attack big time where it hits like a truck. Because, I mean, the D gear definitely does, and the A gear, I know, definitely will. Besides that, I mean, there's gonna be 4 gears total with it, so I can imagine maybe Helios and Hyperion being the last 2 gears for Divine, just because like it seems like the theme for this is like the protagonist, you know, like other protagonists. Like we got the D gear from Dragon, A gear from Achilles. That's 2 of the protagonists. We're only missing Hikaru and Hyuga. Pretty much Helios and Hyperion been confirmed at this point, so. You know, won't be surprised if there's like a Helios gear and a Hyperion gear. If not, maybe just they just do an H gear and it's one of them. But regardless, I see those 2 bays coming with like different gear. Well, I think they're gonna release separately, so I won't be surprised if there's a Helios gear and a Hyperion gear. You know. But yeah, let's see here. My name is from UFC Fighter. What do I think about that? Everybody tells me that. Like, oh, did you get your name from Kimbo Slice, like the UFC Fighter? Like a little bit, I guess. But like the main thing is like when I was growing up, literally my nickname in school was Kimbo. Everybody called me Kimbo. Like, you know, they knew my name was Kimbo. They're just like, Kimbo, what's up, Kimbo? And that's what inspired me, like with the channel, like just going with the Kimbo Slice, because I got called that, Kimbo Slice, like the reference to the fighter, And the 1305 in my channel name originally was because I graduated high school in 2013, and on my baseball team, my number was 5. I was number 5. So that's why the original name was what it was. And I shortened it to just Kimbo because it was like evolving. There's still like the 1305 is a part of it. Like that's why with these bands I put hashtag 1305, never forgot. It's just like evolving from like that time period of my life when I was way younger to like, going through college and everything, being fully grown up and everything now. So, just going with the Kimbo. And the reason why there's a 1 in it is because like there's a lot of different Kimbos out there. I know I'm not the only person nicknamed Kimbo, but I put the 1 in it because there's only one of me, man. There's only one of me. I'm one person, and I'm just my own unique person. There's only one of me. I found my style and such, my self worth and everything. Like there's only one of me. So that's why I put the 1 in my name. That's why I just shortened it to just Kimbo, because that's what you guys know me as. It's what I've been saying for years and such, and then just evolved and you know. But yeah, man, you already know. Let's see. Last time I was here with you was when you reacted to episode 40 of DB. Here's a quiz. Do you remember what that episode was about? It was a hilarious reaction. Episode 40 of Dynamite Battle. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't that the episode where, like, was that the episode where Valkyrie broke? I think it might have been the episode where Valkyrie broke or the episode where Belial broke. One of the two. One of the two, I'm pretty sure. Because I know I flipped the truck out with that. I was not expecting that man to actually Thanos Belial, and it shook me. And then when he broke Valkyrie, I was like, dude, it actually happened. Oh my god. But at that time, Ultimate Valkyrie was like rumored too, so you know. Have I seen the trailer for Black Panther 2? You mean Wakanda Forever? I think that's what it was. And that's the name of it. I did, and it got me emotional. It got me emotional big time, man. Let's see. You'll get it. Just hard work, slow and steady wins the race for sure, man. But doing it for 10 years, what's a little more waiting gonna be? I'm even honored that I even got a chance. That I even have a chance to do it, man, for sure. I wish the Beyblade anime came back. I do too. I just wish they would have done season 7, because seeing all the bays that we're getting right now, you can't tell me that it would have not have been amazing to see that scenario. I was making like whole speculation things on what season 7 would be like with the show, and then they're like, nope, season 6 is the last season with the show. I was like, damn it. But it makes me happy we're getting the bays. But I'm also just still like, I wish we got in the show, because imagine Drum showing up with a new Belial, like a Divine, and then like Kensuke coming back with Kerbeus, Drum coming back with Dragon, Jaka/Jan coming back with Excalibur. The next base that we have planned. Like I could come back with this new Achilles, especially with how diverse this Achilles is, man. The rumor base after that: Helios, Hyperion, Knight, Lucifer. Like at least that's like the confirmed list, and that might be it. I mean, it'll be cool if they renew and they could add a few more characters, because there's definitely some more characters they could add to that. Like for example, Delta, a certain Diabolos, considering like a bunch of bays took its gimmick and ran with it and then just didn't get any love. Literally, Death and Abyss should not be the last Diaboloses. I really want to see like a full justice given Diabolos, because Death and Abyss felt like a downgrade from Master. Master performs even better than them, but yeah, you know. But yeah, man, just thinking of all those dream scenarios, and even the characters we saw with DB, they could have returned. Like we could have had like Rashad, Vol, just Basara, even if they didn't make a new Bahamut. Like Ilya, Rashad, Free, Louis, Shu, with all these bladers that are coming in now with their bays, that would have been the ultimate end game setup. That's the only thing they had to do, but it happens. At least we got the bays. That's one thing I'm glad about. And plus, having cliffhanger endings like this drive me nuts, but it also gives me big time inspiration and sparks ideas big time for the skits. I've not forgotten about the skits. If you haven't been able to tell, I've been putting out a few skits lately. More of them are going to be coming for sure. Main thing is I'm just trying to get caught up with like the battles with like Excalibur and then Kerbeus. Hopefully getting Kerbeus. We know what the boosters that I get. Getting those battles done, and then I'll be fully caught up. Also, planning deck profiles for Bakugan. There's just been a lot of stuff going on, man. Busy summer, going and doing stuff constantly, and being eventful, So, If you're waiting for any certain thing, just patience. I know I've been seeing comments like, when you're gonna have Zephoid face off against Spriggan, or face off against Bahamut, or face off against Valkyrie or Longinus. It's gonna happen. I'm getting through. You guys know how I do it. Every single bay from the show that I have in the anime collection goes up with these battles because it shows the true potential of the bay that's coming in. Um, no bay left behind, So just patience, Plenty of videos and battles to go and watch, and hopefully they hype you up for the ones that are going to be coming. So, yeah. Let's see here. Which Beyblade hits like a train? Ultimate Valkyrie, Zephoid, Excalibur, Guilty, Longinus. Yep. Top 5 drivers you want to see get a dash. That's a good question, T-Flame. I like that, man. I like when you guys had me, make me think about like things that I haven't been asked a bajillion times. Your favorite Beyblade or anything. Top 5 drivers I want to see get a dash. I'd say Iron Dash. Sword Dash just happened, so I'm really happy about that. Iron Dash, Trick Dash. I would say High Ultimate Reboot Dash. So like it would work really well with like DB format. It wouldn't be too short to where it would scrape. I mean, it wouldn't scrape like crazy anyways, but like yeah, High Ultimate Reboot Dash I think would be a cool one. Um High Extreme Dash because we haven't gotten that yet, and that'll help out like attack types for sure. Like on the DB format, 'cause some of them just scrape big time with it. So the High Extreme Dash would help out. One more. What other one would I do? I know I said Iron Dash, but like High Iron Dash. Probably that, because it's like a metal flap, you know. But yeah, I know we got Sword Dash, but like Iron Dash wouldn't skid out as much because it doesn't have the point sticking out. But yeah, let's see. Do you see the Ultimate Valkyrie special move in real life? Ultimate Jet V. I mean, kind of saw it in real life with like the ice stadium battles when it, when it circled around the stadium and just got major hits. I love doing those like slow mo edits with like the ice stadium, man. It was so fun. I'm actually aggravated that TT did another Spriggan. They should have done Diabolos. That deserves an Evo. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Spriggan is one of the next rumored ones. Like, there's going to be another Spriggan because everybody loves Spriggan. Which, in this case, kind of bums me out because I'm just like, Spriggan's already a monster. Astral is a monster. The only bay that's more diverse than it now, well, soon to be, will be Zest Achilles. But that spot could have gone to another bay that definitely needed its roses and its props. And I'd say Diabolos being the big one, because considering they downgraded Diabolos, man, they had the layer flip gimmick and everything, and then they just separated it. And then, like, Spriggan took that gimmick from it. Now Achilles is taking that gimmick for it. But then like Achilles taking the Quattro from Spriggan, making it strong. You know what I mean? Like, nothing against them. They're really sick bays, but just like TT kind of did Diabolos dirty after like Master. Like with Death and Abyss, like they're shaped cool, you know. But yeah, you know. Let's see here. It'd be great if they made a full rubber driver attachment gear, like Hyperion gear, that attaches to the adventure driver and makes the whole combo very aggressive. That would be really awesome if that's the attachment. If that was the attachment, honestly, I would love for that to be the attachment. Like if it had metal on it, but then like rubber with it too. So it has the weight, but then it has the big time attack with it. You gotta go. Yo, Hunter, thanks so much for coming by, man. I appreciate it. The Pain episode, you think? It was Pain's for the. Oh, okay, that's right. That was it. Raphael versus Bahamut. And that's where Pain came in. That's right. That's the episode that he came in. But I still flipped out because Pain, out of the new characters, Pain's my favorite. For sure. Pain was my favorite. The whole demeanor and aura that man had when he came in made me so happy. You rule, yo, Hyper Ninja, you rule. It was recently revealed Phenomenal Pain's dumb name is Felix Pain. Yeah, I saw that. Felix Pain is still a sick name. Hell Salamander. That would be a cool one to get an Evo. Wish he'd be called Felix in the original version because it rhymes with Phoenix. Yeah, fair enough. I think Kim was better than Ash Ketchum. I mean, Ash Ketchum is a monster, man. Like, I'm just happy that the boy is getting some damn respect on his name finally, considering how many legendary Pokemon, legendary Blade, like legendary like trainers that he's defeated and such, and now he's getting that props. He's literally one of the strongest four Blade. I keep saying Bladers, Brawlers, you know, one of the strongest four trainers in the entire world now. Even though they kind of don't have Tobias in this, but I feel like he was just there to make sure Ash didn't win that league. But I'd love to see him come back because that literally you want to talk about like the one at this point now, the one trainer that's had his number. Well, besides the ones that are still left, obviously like Diantha, Cynthia, Leon, all being really strong. But Ash, he's at least number four now. He's at least number four in the world now. But Tobias had his number in the Sinnoh League, and it'd be crazy to see that man come back. He had a full party of legendary Pokemon, and we only saw two of them. Darkrai, which nobody in Sinnoh defeated. Nobody except for Ash. And then he had a Latios after that. I'm like, this man has a whole action replay team. He has full legends. Like, that's insane. I wonder what his other Pokemon would probably be. Like, I mean, I'm guessing Darkrai, Latios. If he has a Latios, probably a Latios. And then maybe, like, another legendary, like Entei, something on that level. Like, if he has a Darkrai, Entei, probably. Probably one of the birds. So, what, like Zapdos? And then some other crap. Like, I don't know if that man would catch a Lugia. So, like, run. But, yeah. Let's see here. Still waiting on Purple Moment. Purple Moment, Iron Dash, high, low. Come on, TT. It's not that hard. High, low. That's a funny one, man. Gonna go take a nap because you have basketball for 3 hours tomorrow. All right, Tandon. I appreciate you coming by. I don't blame you. It's definitely like that weather where you could take a nap easily in the middle of the day. If Diabolos were an evil, I wouldn't mind another bullet type driver with a bigger stick and a projectile that was more beefy. Name it Cannon. That's a good one. Yeah, because he had. That's clever. That name Cannon is really clever because, like, he used the bullet cannon before. So imagine if it's like a bullet driver, except it's like Cannon Dash. They call it that. So it's got a dash driver with it. It's like bullet, except the projectile is much bigger, and then it actually shoots off and like is heavier and hits big time. I would love that, dude. Like how they beefed up the armor, like the Prominence armor now, it does damage. It does serious damage in the stadium. It can literally go in and knock a bay around. If you launch it hard enough and it's going around quick enough, it can do damage like that. It can mess up a bay's flower pattern or like their movement and such. But yeah. Let's see the feeling when we get dual spin Hello Kitty before Diabolos. For real, man. I'm hyped about the Astro Hello Kitty though. I'm hyped about that. It's a cool like cross promotional type thing. But yeah. Grace Raphael is OP, but he's the strongest Beyblade. I mean, Raphael can be beat. The main thing is just getting major attacks in on it. Like you knock down one of the sides of the Halo because you're hitting it too hard. You throw it off balance. That's the main way of beating it. I've seen Raphael even burst a couple times, so like it's not impossible to beat it. I mean, it's being stuck in the high mode. It still has a dash driver with it, yes, with high extend plus dash, but and the metal lock gimmick with it. But you hit it hard enough, you can burst it. It just takes a lot of force for sure. Spriggan was the bounce type to steal gimmicks. It kind of was, and then Achilles was like, "Hi, I'm gonna." Well, Achilles took it to the ultimate, man, because Achilles always had like Spriggan's number. He always really did have Spriggan's number once it came in, like as a balance type, because just how diverse they always made Achilles. You know, I mean, the Achilles not originally not too much, but then when chose the Achilles became a thing with Dimension, it was like, yep, that's the point. Except Spriggan still had the rotation, like you know, the dual spin with it. So that's where like Spriggan had like the advantage a bit over Achilles, but Achilles still having the stamina and AD big time. But then Infinite, even with World like having the different modes, like Infinite having just as many modes, and then now Astro having a crap ton of modes, but now Zest, Zest, forget about it, man. It's the new king of like shape shifting bays. Like Astro's still up there, but Zest, my god. Phenomenal is easily my favorite DB character. He's so awesome, man. Glory. Yeah, I know it's called Glory Ragnar, which is a cool name. I'm just like, when they put this thing out, it's not even gonna have like the Halo gimmick. It's gonna be like one solid piece, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, you know. But let's see. I don't understand why they would give Achilles Quattro Dash because for all the mainstream BU bays, they've gotten the dash drivers for their own drivers. Yeah, they probably just didn't want to go with like Dimension. I mean, like I said, they could have easily gone with like Dimension Metal Dash. Like they still could have done like the whole mode change thing for it because the different modes of Dimension. Like just Dimension Metal. Make the bottom part instead of rubber, make it metal. That would have worked. But I do not mind it honestly having Quattro Dash because considering how Achilles is, it really makes like the defense mode effective because you got like the orbit metal defense with the defense mode, and then you've got like the speed mode where you can use like the attack driver if you wanna, or the attack mode where you can use like the attack driver. It makes it super diverse. It makes it like even harder to predict than how Astral is. Astral's already hard to predict, but like this Achilles, it's like damn near impossible to predict it, man, because there's so many different ways you could use it. 48 different modes. I'm not gonna worry about the high mode with it, honestly. Um, yeah, I won't. I won't use it in the high mode really. So, uh, I'll just stick with like the low mode for all of them, unless like the high mode is really, really effective. But in that case, probably won't even need to use it in like the high mode. The low mode's gonna be, geez. What are the best Metal Series Beyblades to try and get a hold of? Like Metal Fight Beyblades? I mean, stock wise, you already know Phantom Orion's up there. That thing's a freaking monster, notoriously a beast. Phantom Orion, Diablo Nemesis, Duo Uranus, definitely up there. Um, hmm. I mean, going for attack, like Flash Sagittario for sure. Flash is a beast. Blitz Striker, Blitz Unicorno is really good with attack. I mean, Scythe Chronos, I think, is slept down. The only bad thing is EDS wears down, but like Scythe Chronos is still really strong with its stamina, dude. Phantom Orion might beat it out, but Scythe Chronos is still a monster. Yeah, I'd say those are some of the ones to really look out for. At the same time, I'm happy that they did Quattro Dash with Achilles. Oh yeah, for sure. Take Quattro Dash over another Dimension or Extend variant any day except Dimension Metal. Yeah, Dimension Metal Dash would have been fine with me. Even if they still make it and put in like a random booster, Dimension Metal Dash. Not Metal Dimension, not the cap being metal. I mean like Dimension Metal Dash. We haven't seen that many like metal drivers in the bottom, like Orbit Metal, Yard Metal, which I'm still shocked that for Kerbeus they didn't use Yard Metal because Yard Metal performs a lot better than standard Yard. It's still cool they did Yard Dash, but like Yard Metal Dash would have probably upped Kerbeus's stamina that much more because of the metal ball on the inside. But yeah, um, you know, like Charge Metal is the last one they really did like that. So more drivers like that, So like Dimension Metal Dash, I won't mind that. Gyro Metal, I think would be another cool one because you remember Gyro, the one that came on the original like Yggdrasil or Yggdraon. Even though Hasbro made it like Edge, like the original Yggdrasil. Uh, if that bottom part of the bottom, it's like an ES. If that was made out of metal, that would have some pretty good stamina, like gyro metal. That'd be really cool. And just think about it. Why the hell didn't TNT make Flame Libra? They could have easily made Flame Libra because the gyro is ES. They could have done that. Somebody should make that. Somebody somebody should make a 3D print of that for sure. Give you his props, man, because Flame Libra is awesome. Be an interesting battle. Oh my god, there's flies in here. If you see me swatting, that's why. There's flies in here, and I'm gonna Kirkpatrick the crap out of them. But this will be an interesting battle between Greatest Raphael and Achilles. Oh yeah, for sure. Spriggan's got to come back with a bang if Achilles is already this diverse. I swear. Oh, no doubt, man. It's gotta. It's gotta. If they're gonna make another Spriggan, it's just gotta. Which I mean, it's it's gonna. They're gonna make it freaking bonkers, man. They're gonna make it ridiculous if they make a new Spriggan. Like they gotta beat out Astral. How the hell are they gonna do that? How are they gonna beat out even like Zest now? Zest has 48 different modes. Watch, they're like, we're gonna find a way to make it 96 different modes, like 100 different modes. I'd be like, TT, for the love of God, please don't. You're already gonna kill everybody's WoD that's a big time collector with Zest Achilles, because like all the different modes for it. You got the speed mode, the attack mode, the defense mode, and now the dual rotation with it. That's the part that shook me the most with the announcement. I wasn't surprised about like the speed mode or anything. Like the speed mode, the power mode, like the attack mode and the defense mode. Just that the dual rotation took me for a loop. I was like, damn. But you know, now I gotta get multiple sets. I mean, I don't even lie. I pre-ordered like 3 of the sets. Grinded big time, so I was able to do it. But pre-ordered 3 of the Achilles sets, so at least having like them. But now I'm like, I still gotta get like 3 more, because like the dual rotation with it. And I'm like, thanks, TT. God. Because obviously I want to compare and see just like how strong all of them are. Like how I got lucky and got the different infinites. So I made the speed mode, you know, and then the infinite sword and infinite shield version. But yeah, man, definitely plan on making Zest my next Bay purchase. Oh yeah, they're gonna make a lot of money off of Zest Achilles. And also, it went over my head. I thought I mentioned it in the video. People think of the name Zest, like why Zest? They're going with the whole theme, like Gatling Dragon GT for drum, because that's how it started. Was in GT. Z-Foid Excalibur, because the X with it, X2 was the first one we saw on the show. Z-Foid Excalibur, 2 X's. Z Achilles, Zest Achilles, the Z Achilles was the first Achilles. Like they're doing the full ultimate Valkyrie type thing with this. The only I'd say bays that they didn't do full justice with these BU or DB versions. The only ones I'd say a little bit Kerbeus, because they, in my opinion, they should have done yard metal dash instead of just regular yard dash. So that one just like a tiny little bit for me. But the one I'd say, which I know other people would probably agree with me, is Ultimate Valkyrie, because like, just why didn't they put Ultimate Reboot? Like nothing against like variable. It's just when it gets worn down to being regular variable too, not even like high variable dash, just a regular variable dash. Like it would have been the perfect time to put out Ultimate Reboot Dash, because DT has not released an Ultimate Reboot Dash outside of Apocalypse. That would have been the perfect time for people to be able to get their hands on Ultimate Reboot Dash big time. And Ultimate Valkyrie, Ultimate Reboot Dash would have been perfect, man. I don't know why they didn't do it. I think that's the best driver that Valkyrie ever had, in my honest opinion. Because Ultimate Reboot is good. It's awesome with its attack, man. Getting that kickstart again and being able to hit big time, especially with the shape of Ultimate, it has that shape. If it had more attack, well, you know, more stamina with it, yeah. I love how I said this is gonna be 30 minutes and it's still gonna be an hour, but screw it, whatever the hell. I'll probably answer a few more questions. It won't go to a full hour, but let's see. Imagine if you could attach the Belial gears with Spriggan. That better be it, or TT has disappointed me. I mean, that would be crazy if you could. I don't know if it'll be able to, but yeah. Let's see here. I don't know if it was a purely because of Zest, but soon as the picks for Achilles were revealed, the TT website crashed for over 40 minutes. um, I mean, let's see, probably because of Zest. Yeah, because y'all see the reactions for like the big time Baytubers and such, and yeah, man, just how diverse that Bay is. Literally the most shape shifting Bay in Beyblade versus history now. Zest Achilles is gonna be a monster. It scares me, man. It's gonna be such a beast. I thought it had like a sword and a shield with it, but no, TT thought it out. The sword is the shield, but you flip it over, and the way it's shaped, it fills in the gaps and makes it the shield. So they make it where it's like less pieces that come with it. So you only need one piece just with a different modes, which is clever. So you know, it's not like you have a bunch of spare like infinite swords or shields or something, you know, sitting around. Um, they made it where like the one mode, the sword, and then flipping it over and it fills in the gaps. Then you got the shield. So I thought that was really really cool. Let's see here. The illegal disc reminds me of Outer and Wheel. It's probably gonna be good. Oh, for sure, man. Like it reminds me of the illegal disc reminds me of a mix between Over, Outer, and Ring. Because like you know, Unicorn, Ring Defense, like it looks like Ring. It looks like Ring in like a DB format. If it is like an outer, well, no, if it is like an over disc with like airflow points in it, it's gonna be really good. I don't know if it'll be as heavy as over, but if it's even close and has those airflow points in it, it's still gonna be really good for stamina and LAD because having that extra airflow with it on the inside. So yeah, but it definitely reminds me of over. Beyblade 4th Gen is around the corner. What are my thoughts on it? I saw a thing about that, and I wanted to make like an actual like in-depth video about it. But I mean, I'm just hyped that like they're working on the fourth era of Beyblade. My big time thing is like, is it gonna be like a combo? Are they gonna do like, because like Burst is just such an awesome format, man. Like if it's a mix of like Metal Fight and Burst, that would be really really cool. Like the weight of the Metal Fight bays, except like the kind of Burst format with it, or some kind of gimmick like that. Would be pretty cool. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, man. Regardless, I'm big time hype. Da, da, da. Balance type teeth for DB have been done dirty though. Not too bad. I mean, Spriggan's teeth aren't the worst. I mean, I know it's like they haven't really switched the teeth for Spriggan that much. I want to say like they've done like balance type teeth extremely dirty. They've been decent. I mean, they're balance types. So I'm not giving them crazy blocky teeth. The crazy blocky teeth being for like the attack types. Even the stamina types having like some decent teeth with them, not like absurd teeth or anything. Like that's mainly for the attack types. Um, But yeah, I feel like Achilles is gonna have some really good teeth with it, man. Like they got it. It's gonna have some really strong teeth with it. And plus the DB format, considering just like how DB and BUR is formats, you give one of those bays like decent teeth, it could be a beast. It's just about the parts that you put with it, because it's just DB format. Let's see. Darkness and Light Beyblade story on Dynamite Battle is the reference to Kingdom Hearts. I haven't seen much Kingdom Hearts, or like haven't played much Kingdom Hearts, so but maybe. Let's see here. Yo, Super Fun Force, how's it going, man? Much love and respect, of course, man. Good vibes, positivity, all that good stuff. You already know that's what it's all about here. Do you remember Iga, Dark Iga? Reminds me of Dark Sonic. Oh yeah, man, when he was corrupted by Fi's power. Fi's definitely the one that did that. Till the sword modes, till the sword modes are inverted in left spin. While on right, the sword on top is attack and bottom is defense, and left spin on the bottom and attack while top is in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna be sad to see Burst go, but confirmation of a fourth gen is definitely exciting. Oh, for sure, man. Achilles teeth remind me of GT Valkyrie, to be honest. Can't tell if it's exactly like them or not, though. I mean, we'll see soon. It's gonna be a beast regardless. Like, you see how much of a beast Astro is, and that's having a regular Quattro. This has Quattro Dash and all different modes for it. So no matter what mode you use it in, it's gonna be able to take that recoil. It'll probably be the toughest. The biggest test for it's gonna be the attack mode. Full-fledged attack mode. But having the dash with it, yeah, Quattro Dash. Quattro Dash is hands down now the most diverse driver in the game. I'm calling it right now. Quattro Dash is gonna be used big time, because it's gonna make it where like you can make a lot of bays really diverse with that, man. And having a dash with it that helps burst resistance too. I'm excited, man. It's probably my favorite. It's probably my favorite balance driver now. Let's see here. The anime would be good, but makes me mad because they bring so much hype for battles, but never do it. Like Fi versus Louis, Vault versus Fi. Yeah, and they could have easily. Here's the thing though, they missed some of those big time battles that they didn't hype up. If they had this one more season with Burst Ultimate, they could have easily set it up that way. It's just full Legends returning. Even if they put in like one or two new characters, like how they did with Super King, it's Legends returning. Like, look at how hype Super King was, because we saw all these Legends around like Hikaru and Hyuga. Yeah, I was building up Hikaru and Hyuga and showing how much of a threat Lane was, but we still saw so many dream battles with it, even though they were fast paced. The only one that really pissed me off out of all those battles was like the tag team battle, with like Louis and no. It was like Free and Cisco versus Lane and Shu. That was the only one that made me mad, because the battle between Shu and Free being only like 10 seconds and it was a ring out. I was just like, damn it, why? I wanted to see this in full depth. I wanted to see like this big time intense battle. Full fledged power with both of them. That's what I really, really wanted to see, man. But I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But my favorite mode for Zest Achilles. That's tough. That's tough. I can't even pick yet. Honestly, just thinking about it, I mean, I love my attack and balance. Attack and balance are probably my two favorite types. So I'd say like the full attack mode, and then just the regular. Well, yeah, the full attack mode is gonna be fun, and then just the straight up like balance mode for it. I'd say probably my two favorites so far. Um, One thing I did enjoy about like Infinite was that even with like the speed mode, even being lighter and such, that it still did really well. It still hit big time, and it was stronger than all the previous Achilles. And that's saying something, man. Like it managed to beat out like Chozy, it managed to beat out Z Achilles with the different modes, like Chozy Achilles 2, even Union. You know, going blow for blow with Union while just being in a speed mode. That shows its power for sure. I'm thinking 5 with Air Knight and 8 with Helios and Spriggan. Oh, for the layer, you mean the armors? That would make sense. That would make sense. We haven't had 5, so Air Knight, it would make sense with that. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Helios had 5, because you know how Helios has the 5 points on it. Maybe that has 5. 8, 8. I wouldn't be surprised if Air Knight had 8. Why I say that is because they do a little homage with the parts, you know. So like how it had 1 for Zephoid, you know, how Gatling had Karma on it. 8 for Air Knight because Kit trained with Free to get the power that he had. And then Drain Fafnir 8 nothing. If Knight had 8, I wouldn't be too surprised. Um yeah. And yeah, I said like 5 for Helios. Hyperion? I don't know. I don't know actually. Even if it had like 4, because it had like the 4 contact points with Burn. You know, like the 4 big, yeah, the 4 big time blades that stuck out with Burn. I won't be surprised they used 4 on it. Um, my thoughts on Gen 4 Beyblade. Yo, Wolborg MS, how's it going, man? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I want to do an in-depth like video on it, but if anything, like I'm just like Burst is so innovative. How are they gonna go past like even Burst? You know, we said this about Metal Fight too. Like, oh, there's another gen. How are they gonna go past Metal Fight? And then like they went to Burst, and then it's like, oh, all the Metal Fight fans, oh, these are so much higher than Metal Fight bays, and they explode, etc., etc. But then Burst bays getting pretty much caught up to Metal Fight when it comes to the weight. You gotta be real, man. The Burst bays are up there now, 70, 80 grams, like high 70s, low 80s gram wise. It's about the weight of some synchromes. It's about that level. So, yeah, man. Uh, Maybe I don't know, like maybe a mix between Burst and Metal Fight, like more metal, and then just still being kind of like a Burst gimmick. But no, it's a different gen. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I wonder if it'll be like an end game type of like. Imagine if they take like the best features from all the previous gens and they just put in one final gen and Gen 4 being that gen. That'd be pretty sick. Like some features from Plastic Gen, like maybe engine gears and stuff like that. Some gimmicks like that, because you see how previous gens had an impact on the next ones. You see how even the Plastic Gen and HMS had an impact on MFB, how MFB even had an impact on Burst, and you know all of them are going to have an impact on whatever the 4th generation is. So yeah, let's see. I would say 3 or 9 on Night because of how the metal on Air was designed. Yeah, true. I mean, I just imagine them putting like a new weight, and they haven't done 8, and they haven't done 5. I can imagine in Helios maybe having 5, and then 8 going on Night. You know, because we've had 1, we've had 2, we've had 3, 4 is a thing now with Achilles, 5 is not a thing yet. So maybe with Helios, 6 with Ragnarok, 7 with Valkyrie, 8 maybe with Night, 9 with the new Valkyrie, uh, 10 with Bahamut, maybe 11 or 12. Wait, maybe 12. Like if they go above 10, maybe they do 12 for Night because it had 12 as the disc before. Just a thought, you know. So if they do go above, they'd have like 11, 12 plus, but the main ones being 5 and 8 that we haven't seen. And I imagine them making like 5 and 8 because there'll be new armors. But yeah, let's see. I feel like Free and Silence could have won the tournament if they just stalled like the free spin arena. Satan keeps accelerating and sharing the spin to Fafnir, just stamina finishes. Well, I mean, the twins blew that out of the water because like they used the momentum off like Free. Helios used the momentum off of Fafnir to go and hit Satan out. So even with that, like he stopped it. Even if he tried to sit there and do that strategy, he completely stopped that. And then they attacked together to take out for. Well, no, then Huga attacked to send out Fafnir. So Yeah, just the tag team battles, man. Let's see. Current heaviest burst combo is about 5 grams away from hitting the big 100. Yo, damn. That's some weight for sure. I won't be surprised. It probably has like charge metal dash is the driver. Why is Aiga transform into Super Saiyan like Goku? Uh, I don't know, man. Just how his hair goes, he does kind of go Super Saiyan, but Free goes Super Saiyan actually because his power goes way up, and it's terrifying seeing that man like full fledged, like glowing eyes, veins popping out, and everything. That was the scariest version of Free. He's always been an absolute monster to given, but just seeing that version of him where he's pushed his limits and his veins are sticking out, and you see his eyes glowing and lighting up, it's like you better get serious, or this man is about to just doof. Oh man, yo, what's up, Jacoby? Glad to see you made it, man. My favorite core, blade, armor, disc, driver, and gear from DB and BU so far. That's a good question. Oh, okay. Armor wise, I'm honestly a fan of one. I like how one acts for Z for it, for sure. My favorite core. Oh, that's so tough. There's so many good cores. Left spin, probably. That's tough. Probably Longinus or Bahamut. I mean, I like them all, if I had to just pick one big time. Right rotation, Excalibur, or I do like the bound attack for Valkyrie 1. I really do. It's just about the right parts that you have with it. My favorite disc, I have to say Over, because just how diverse it can be. Like, you could use it for anything. It's just that good of a disc where it could be really diverse. Um, my favorite gear. You mean like the gears for Belial? Whew, that's tough. I really like the design of the L gear. But I really enjoy the F gear too, just because like the spin steel with it. Man, that alone makes it so diverse, man. Nothing against the S gear. I like the S gear too, and the V gear as well. Just like how effective the F gear is, and also the L gear with its attack and weight. I'd say if I had to pick only one, probably definitely the F gear. Uh, Driver. I'm gonna pick a driver that's only new to. I say Quattro Dash. Quattro Dash, man. Quattro in general. A driver that's just exclusive like DB or BU that we haven't seen before that. Link the Legend, what's up, man? How you doing? Also, Link, Zelda fan. I'm really hyped for Breath of the Wild too. But Beyblade Recolor or Dragon Ball characters and combos. I mean, I don't watch that much Dragon Ball. I mean, probably the new what is it? What is it? Roar Spriggan, just because of Dragon Balls. Looking like kind of gold with a little bit of like the red on it. Really think of that. Why we used to call Free Super Saiyan, go back to Louis versus Free and God. Yeah, Super Saiyan Free, man. That man just like that's what I said right away. I'm like, this is Super Saiyan Free. The second that he unleashed his real power against Louis, I was like, holy hell. Like before that point, we never saw Louis like get pummeled in a battle, like get his ass whooped in a battle. But that was the first time where it was just like doof. Like we saw people put up good fights and get bursts against him, but then Free just said, sit down. He said, sit down right now. But all right, I'll answer a couple questions. I'm going to end this up before like an hour or around an hour. But let's see here. F Gear carries. It's so beast, man. Still waiting for Breath of the Wild 2 as well. I feel like September is going to be the time where they really reveal stuff for it because it'll be 6 months out. Right now, they don't really have to focus on it, considering, you know what? Actually, I'll go to an hour, but after this, I'm gonna stop like the Beyblade questions. It'll be anything else besides like Beyblade because we've been talking about that the majority of the time. But they don't have it like they don't need to focus on it right now. They're letting all the other games get their shine. So like Splatoon coming out, Xenoblade's about to come out. I think, yeah, it drops in like less than a week. Which I never played a Xenoblade game, and I'm really tempted to. But Xenoblade drops, Splatoon drops, Bayonetta's coming out this year. Um, just so many games, man. Scarlet and Violet coming out this year. Like they don't need to focus on that. That's like next year, so they're letting all the other games get their shine, big time. Or so I'd say at least for like the rest of the summer, we're not gonna hear about it as much as we want to. As much as like it's my favorite game. Like we know nothing about the Zonai, like the Zonai tribe, like their mysterious tribe, but it's a given they're gonna be in this game in some capacity. My hopes is that they're like underground somewhere and they didn't die off. They're just like trapped underground or something, even as like rebeds or they're up in the sky in those sky islands or something. But I'm so hyped about this. I got two Zonai tattoos right there, man. One right there, one right there. The ones on the owl, dragon, and boar statues, and then the ones that are on the labyrinths. I got those both because I'm that hyped about this damn game. I've never been excited for a game ahead of time as much as I am for this. And that's saying something because I'm always hyped about Pokemon games. I'm still hyped about Scarlet and Violet, but oh, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a damn beast of a game. I'm so excited. But yeah, for Achilles going to jump in the air like GT. I wish they put it in and have it like a supreme dive. I mean, they'd probably do like a Zest dive. Zesto Diver if he was in the show, you know. Favorite QD Hasbro exclusive? I'd say Muramasa. Katana Muramasa. I also like Cobra big time. Wrath Cobra is really, really cool. I mean, Gilded Balrog, like they're all so good, man. They're all so good thinking about it. Like Gilded Balrog, Stone Nemesis, like they're all so cool. Like doing my upgrades with all of them, like they're awesome, man. They would have actually put in the damn metal layer weights and not taken away weight from them or such. They would have diversified the game in a major way, like diversified the meta like crazy. But yeah, man. I say Bakugan TCG gets out of hiatus. What mechanics would I add to our list that would stand out from many other factions? Just how they did Battle Mastery. Battle Mastery was such a cool gimmick, except they just didn't go that far with it. It's like, oh, choose one of these two. Make cards that are still Battle Mastery. They can bring that back. But just like, for example, Battle Mastery, choose one of the two. It's like 3 costs or something. One of them's like plus 600. The other one is like plus 9 damage. You know, something like that. Choose this or this. You know, except just making it stronger to where like the Arliss cards really pack a punch for sure. And mono Arliss could become even more of a thing. It's possible to do it now, but it's really tricky. It's really difficult to do it. It really is, man. Some of the Bakugan they're putting out being really, really strong though. So it's made it where like mono Arliss can be used, but it's still so difficult because of the card pool. You know, it doesn't have the craziest card pool. You got to flesh out that card pool with it. It's significantly smaller than the card pools for the other factions. Let's see here. Free set. I'm done. Watch the master do his job. Yeah, man. Let's see. I'm good with waiting long. Let's see. I want the game to be the best it can be. Oh, for sure, man. Considering how they've been so in the dark about it, with us knowing about it, it's gonna be amazing. There's definitely I see like all the islands in the sky, the whole overworld, which they're going to switch around. And you saw how massive the overworld was already. But then now you got the Sky Islands above that with everything they're switching on the surface. And then also going underground because that's where Ganondorf's body is it's underground. So in some capacity, going underground. Maybe there's like some underground civilization down there too. So even that'll be a big chunk too. There's going to be a lot to do. I know it's going to be like Xenoblade might be 100 plus hours to get through because there's a lot to do with that. There's going to be a lot to do with that. I see Breath of the Wild 2 being up there in that realm too, because there's going to be a shit ton to do with it, for sure. And I think they might even make it where like you could swim underwater, because that's one thing Link couldn't do before is go underwater. He could swim out on the water, but he couldn't go underwater. So maybe they make it where he can go underwater again, like how it was for previous games, you know, like Skyward Sword and such. Do I have any Pokemon cards? Not many, like a couple, but not a lot. I collected them when I was younger, but yeah, I wish I would have held on to those cards too. Because just imagine, man, oh my god, first edition cards, Jesus. Louis looks like he went Ultra Instinct with his aura. That man goes wild, man. I think and hope they're gonna make Lucifer 100 grams because it's the last ever Burst Beyblade, and stop right there. Saying goodbye to Burst with all the our wishes granted 100-gram Beyblade. I wouldn't be too surprised if they did. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if it'll be 100. I could see it be in the realm of like because Dragon's like 82. I can imagine it maybe being in the realm of like stock wise around high 80s, at least high 80s. Because that thing stock wise would break the game completely if it was like 100 grams and it had metal bearing drift on it. Like, I know that Achilles is the most diverse, but like metal bearing drift already against left rotation that Lucifer is just gonna say, "Shut up." It's gonna knock everything out with stamina and LAD stock wise. If they make that thing that heavy with right rotation, even same spin would have trouble like taking that thing down. So I'd say at least I can predict it being in the realm of like high 80s. So yeah, like maybe high 80s gram wise max. But yeah, the first one took long, but it was worth waiting for the first one. Oh yeah, no doubt. If we're doing non-Bay questions, then did you see the James Webb Space Telescope images? I did not. I did not see those images actually. Let's see. Good question. I want traditional dungeons to come back. Oh, I have no doubt they're going to, especially with how creepy this damn game's gonna be. Like up in the sky, there's gonna probably be some dungeons. I can imagine it being like the points that there's going to be some areas on the surface with there being a huge earthquake that are going to be revealed, and there's going to be some dungeons with that. And you know damn well, deep underground, there's going to be some dungeons down there. It's going to be terrifying, man. I'm just thinking about the monsters are going to have. It's going to be scary going deep underground because we gotta. Like Zelda fell deep underground, and I highly doubt that she died. I'll even give you guys a prediction now. You know what? This is exactly to you, Link the Legend. If this happens, you already know. I said it on social media before too, but um, the first trailer. Remember the first trailer that came out? It had the green energy spiraling around, right? And then it led to Ganondorf being resurrected, right? That was the big focus, the green energy and Ganondorf's resurrection. The focus on the green energy and then the malice and the underground a little bit. The second trailer, focusing on the malice, the red malice when it came in, attacking Link, Zelda falling down, and then it focused on Link up in the sky. So we got to see the reveal of the sky with that. Third trailer, next trailer that we see, it's my prediction, starts off maybe with blue energy, like blue Sheikah energy. It shows Zelda falling down. She don't die. We find out what happens to her. And then maybe it shows us the underground. And in that underground, maybe like the Zonai are still alive. Like I said, maybe they didn't vanish and didn't die off. They just were trapped underground for tens of thousands of years. So none of them now know what the surface looks like. They're used to the underground space and everything. Maybe that's what happened. They got banished and such and then followed Ganon, but then that got trapped underground. And we see like a civilization that the Zonai made underground, like with a bunch of luminous stones or such, and that's how it lights up. And then we find out more about the underground area, and maybe we could play as Zelda, because playable Zelda, you know, if they put out a trailer and they show off Zelda being playable by us, the internet, it's already going to explode whenever the next trailer comes out. But if they make it where you can play as Zelda and there's an underground civilization and the Zonai being a part of it and a name reveal, the internet's done. It's exploding. It's going bonkers. It's all done. It's over. You can't tell me that wouldn't be the thing. Like, that would be the thing where the internet, that's all you're going to hear about. That is all you're going to hear about. You go on Twitter or Instagram or wherever the hell you go, you're going to hear about the new trailer. That's my prediction. Something along those lines. So if it happens, I'm not going to be like Mr. Toot my own horn, like, oh, got it right. I'm going to just be like, holy hell, it's right, and this is going to happen. That'll have me hype as hell for this game already. But yeah, I mean, I'm already hyped about it. But that'll be like, nope, pre-order right now, today. When's it coming out? Bop, pre-order. Give me it. Give me it. They bring back the hook shot. I can imagine they do, especially like underground or even with like the Sky Islands or something. That'll be really sick. Lucifer gonna be like, right spin, what you say? Yeah, for real, man. Wonder if they created a BU Lucifer. That's the rumor thing for for December, Donzel. I want Ganondorf in human form like some other games. Um, he's gonna be a human, but he's gonna be a corpse. This man is gonna fight with malice. He's gonna fight with all that malice. The calamity was literally his anger and hatred spilling out of his damn corpse while it was dormant and sleeping. But he was still. You think about it, it's terrifying. He was still conscious, thinking with that. He learned from what happened 10,000 years ago and then used their weapons against them. He still has all of the brains and consciousness throughout tens of thousands of years. And now it's his actual body that he could fight with, and he's already strong as hell because it's Ganondorf, but now he's fighting with malice. He shoots it out. He fights with it. This man can have a whole storm of it come out of his body and kill people with it. That's terrifying. I'm so excited for this game, and that is scary as hell. For real, man. Even get clapped to left spins. Yeah, man. Let's see. Oh, what are you saying? Oh, yeah, the return to make Lucifer perform really terrible because it's 100 grams. Even get clapped at left spin. Nah, there's no way. There's no way that it's gonna be that bad. Like even how like variant Lucifer the N word with the same spin going down against the opposite spin, they were beasts. Can't sleep on Lucifer for that. Against the opposite spin, it was just literally like, ha, that tickles. I'm gonna take all your power. That's where the barrier was actually effective, and like the N shape was actually effective. Chaos Lucifer. I would not be surprised if the name was Chaos. Honestly, that's like the perfect name for it. Um, but I wouldn't be surprised if the name was Final. That's honestly what I'm thinking. Because like Lucifer the End, what could be above Lucifer the End? Final Lucifer. And it's the final release that they have for Burst. I think that would make sense, but that's just me. Um, do I know any Bakutubers who dwell in Chicago? Big time, I don't. I mean, I know some people that like are big time into like, well, kind of into Bakugan in the scene in Chicago, but like not any big time Bakutubers or anything. But yeah, let's see here. That'd be better than nothing. Yeah, for real. Chaos Limit Breaker. I got my wisdom teeth removed a few days ago, and the only way I was able to push through the pain was watching your. Damn it, Jason. You just got me in my heart, man. I'm honored, dude. That's what it's all about. It's about spreading those good vibes and positivity for anybody who's out there struggling, going through some crap right now, man, for sure. Um, like for real. Especially you saying that, like how you're able to push through. Like I'm glad my videos were one of the things that will help you to push through, man. Like definitely, that's what it's all about. It's about spreading those good vibes and positivity and everything. There's plenty of days where I come back from my job and I'm feeling low, I'm feeling down, I'm depressed, or there's something going on. On the real, being real with y'all, like my relationship ended like weeks ago. So it's been a tough time period and everything. Like it's been eventful, it's been tough, but just pushing forward and just letting it out with what I do on here, man, and just letting out the creative juices and the positivity and everything. 'Cause that's what it's all about. Whether it's like filming in order to help myself feel better with how life is, or making the videos and you guys come in and it somehow uplifts you guys, even for like 2 seconds, even if it's like 1 second, and you come in and you're like, and then you go about your day. Like I did my job, man. That's what it's all about. And it's just an honor to have y'all be here and even just listen to me sit here and geek out and nerd out about stuff for over an hour. And it's been over an hour. I said it was gonna be an hour. Just kidding. I guess time flies when you're having fun, and I love what I do on here. So damn it, I don't care. You guys got any more questions? Let's just go. I will end it before an hour and a half though. So yeah. What's up, HM Warrior? Glad to see you here, man. I can explore the other side of the land, like in the far north of the original map. I don't know if they'll stretch it out like that far. Maybe they'll make it where like out in those waters, they'll have like some temples or something buried down in them. I feel like they're gonna expand the water a little bit. At least like in the water area around, you'll be able to like dive down and find stuff and make that effective. But yeah. Let's see here. If they make Apocalypse BU and Wyvern too, that would be sick. If they make Apocalypse or Genesis, that they need to be One Piece, like how Raphael's One Piece, like how they were before. Because there sure as hell don't need to be no Genesis or Apocalypse Mugen Lock System core, because those would be banned as truck. Boy, bye bye, banned, off the market. No, you ain't using that. That's broken. That's broken. So if they make them, if they were to metaphorically make them, which honestly Apocalypse and Genesis would be two of my choices that I'd have if they like renewed and had more spaces and added more spaces to BU, because they're making so much money or revenue. Definitely they would be two of the ones I'd pick. Like Wyvern too. Like Wyvern, Death Scyther, Apocalypse, Genesis, Diabolos are my top 5 that I'd add. Um, but yeah, definitely Genesis and Apocalypse being like one solid piece. Like how Apocalypse, not how Apocalypse, like how Raphael is, you know. Let's see. I think I'll have a name for it. Call it Final Wyvern. I don't know if I call it that. Like Jet. Uh, I'd probably call it Torpedo. Just like how Jet, like yeah, Torpedo or something like that. Torpedo Wyvern. I think that would be a cool name for it, just with that theme, like because Tornado and then Jet, Torpedo, maybe making sense. But yeah, or Tsunami Wyvern. That would be a pretty cool name. Let's see here. Uh, Glad I could catch the end of the stream. Yeah, man. Of course, you made it. You made it for the end, at least for sure. I love my job. You love your job, man. I'm glad. It's always nice to have a job that you really, really enjoy doing. Let's see here. Can't afford to get the car, so get fakes. I'm wondering which one I should get. Raphael or Divine Belly. I'm not one that's crazy like, oh, get fakes because like they do have lead in them and you have to be really careful with it. I know it's like the TT versions being expensive, but it's about just like price matching and such with them and getting the authentic ones because like you never know with fake bays they might break and such, you know. And like I said, the main thing being the lead and it's about like your health and safety and everything. And if you use them, be safe with them, you know. But I'd always recommend just getting the authentic bays. But yeah. Uh because it's worth it. I know it's a good amount of money for it, but it really is worth it because you see how well they perform and such. That's what I try to do is to show off the performance of all the bays. So that's why I have every bay when I get them going through the entire lineup for a certain season. So you know how strong they are, like stock wise. But yeah, let's see here. What if they made dash armors like they did with discs back in the day? You mean oh, I see what you mean. So they did like one dash, like how they yeah, for the armor. That would be pretty cool. I mean, like switch up like the shape of it a little bit, maybe add a little bit more weight. That would be pretty cool if they did that. Um, since we're asking questions, what's my favorite Bakugan again? I mean, for the original era, Helios MK2. I'm a fan. You already know Spectre was a beast. But for the reboot, there's so many. It's so difficult to say. Honestly, it's so difficult to say. Let's see. I think Arliss should still keep the highest armor rating, like the ones in Shield of Destroya, and have good mechanics with flip cards. Oh yeah, for sure. I'd say if anything, just bring back Battle Mastery because that was a really cool gimmick, like an Arliss exclusive gimmick. Bring back Battle Mastery, but just like update it. Like I said, like have a card that's like three cost, either plus 600 or like plus a certain amount of damage or this or you know, like you can get this or like an Arliss attack for three or something. Like incorporate like how they do Pyrus and Darkest attacks, do Arliss attacks too. Because Arliss being that balance and such, why not? You know. But yeah, get Hasbro instead if you can't afford TT. Like Pro Series, yeah, Pro Series bays are definitely a good way to go. Obviously, they're not being like too many, and Hasbro really needs to make more Pro Series bays. I think we're getting like what is it, the sixth wave of the Pro Series, which is like more GT based. I think it's like Venom Devilos, Attack Luminor, and then one more. I forgot what the other one is. I think those are all a part of like the next wave. But after that, hopefully they get into Surge territory. That's the main thing. That's why I hope Hasbro just goes straight with like Pro Series or like a Legends type series or something after, things end with the show. Like just do straight Pro Series. They'll make so much off that. Like yes, they'll charge a little bit more for the bays, but like being able to get like TT quality bays on the shelves, people would eat that up. They'd make a bunch of money and such. It wouldn't be like, oh hey, all these bays sitting on the shelves because they like hollowed them all out or took away the gimmicks or everything. Like for real, man. Um, let's see here. MK2 was fire. It was, man. It's a beast. Thinking about Hercules BU version. That'll be a cool one. Like high. I mean, they'll probably have high Eternal Dash or something. Reboot is difficult to choose from. I may be asking for custom reasons. Uh, oh yeah, like the reboot. Bakugan. I'll just really sit and think about that. Wave 6, Venom Devil, Los Tide Lunar. Knockout Odax is the third one. Okay. Okay. The fact they're making Knockout, though, that's really cool. New Destroyer was a really good season. Oh, no doubt, man. Like the nostalgia battle brawlers and the quality of the bakugan was sick. New Vestroya, the overall story for it was damn amazing, and the quality for the bakugan was still really awesome. Gundam Invaders had a pretty sick story, but the quality of the bakugan was so good during Gundam Invaders. Like Titanium Surge, same thing. The quality was really, really great. It just got wild with like the Mechtagon, the Bakudamos, and the Mechtagon Titans. That's where I think things got a little wild with it, like with the figures and such, needing all of them. But I mean, it's cool how they like incorporated it, with the show. How they did it with the show was really cool. Just how you needed all the figures in real life just to like even keep up with power was like ridiculous. But yeah, But they definitely been um what's what you saying? I had a brain fart. I had a brain fart. It's all good. It happens. Um let's see. Oh yeah, like they've definitely done a really good job with the reboot. And now going on like season 5, they have the potential to go so far, man. Like how Burst has gone really far. Let's see. Might try a mix of new content and I might start doing some more custom paints. Yo, go for it, man. Go with what makes you happy. Like this is one thing I'll say, even going like the MGK concert, like he said something big there. Like don't let anybody hold you in a box. Like, do what you truly enjoy doing and what you love to do. Because people try to like keep others in a box and such, like, oh, do this certain thing, do this certain thing. If you go with that and then you lose the grip of what you really enjoy doing, you're gonna fall out of love with what you do. You're not gonna enjoy it as much because you're not doing the things that you truly want to do. It's more like doing what people want you to do only solely. It's obviously like incorporate, like, think of like the fans and everything with what you're doing, but like don't pressure someone to just fully be like, oh, hey, do this, this, this. Like, let them do what they enjoy doing. And that's how you have where people stick around a lot longer and do what they genuinely love to do and go on for a long time. I mean, y'all seen me here for a decade, and I'm not going anywhere soon. I just love what I do on here, man. I love it. Like being able to let out my creativity and you guys just supporting with it for sure. Like enjoying the skits, enjoying like the profiles that I make and everything. Enjoying the types of battles that I do, enjoying like my thoughts videos and everything. But yeah, so let's see here. Since our list was meant to have good base stats, maybe we have cards where victor will be decided by smallest BP or damage rating. Yo, that'll be sick. Like I want to see them do some cards like, yo, the lowest B power wins the battle, because they used to have cards like that with the original era, and that would be bonkers. So that would make it where like the Bakugan that are like 100 B power would take it. That would be really wild, man. Like lowest B power wins, like having some cards like that. It would immediately make like the lowest B power Bakugan that there are effective and competitive. And that would diversify the game. That would be really, really sick, man. But yeah, just do like the same thing like how they did Midas Indius and Dark Fire. Or not Dark Fire Defense, Dark Flame, I think it's called. Yeah. Dark Rage, that's it. Let's see. Arliss Jacobs is up in here. Yo, I got something from Arliss Jacobs too. He sent it to me. I don't know what the hell it is, but he sent me something, and I'm gonna open that in the video. It'll probably be out tomorrow. But yeah, man, good seeing you in here, and thank you so much for whatever it is. I'm still like, just like, I wasn't expecting anything. I just looked on the table and I was like, what? What is this? But yeah, they should do a final poll after BU ends for most wanted evolutions from fans, and should make some final bays off of it, granting the fans their wishes. Yeah, exactly. I definitely agree with you. Like just one final list, because they said it's gonna end 2023. So why not have it where you it's not even like the entire year, but just a few months in 2023 where you put out like the very last releases. Like you see this poll and you put out like the releases that fans really want the most for the very end. And for the love of God, don't make it a Spriggan or a Valkyrie or any bays that we have seen like a major evolution for. Like, if anything, I'd be okay if it was a Valkyrie, but they'd have to even beat out Ultimate. Even if they did like an upgraded Ultimate for a random booster. Like they have a random booster and they just put like Ultimate with like Ultimate Reboot Dash in it or something. Like that would be fine. But those spots should go to bays that deserve some love that we have not seen get love in a long time. For example, Zeus, Hades, Diabolos. Those are three of my top picks because we have not seen Zack. We haven't seen Zeus since Galaxy, and that was a God Bay. We haven't seen Hades since Chozi. We haven't seen Diabolos like since Super King in the manga, but the way they left off Diabolos, they did it the most dirty, man. Literally, like Achilles and Spriggan hijacked its gimmicks, and then it was just like, meh. Meh. But yeah, like bays like that. Like I mean, Apocalypse, Genesis, like those are my top picks for sure. But yeah, they can make a BU, Knox. What performance tips should they use? I mean, that would definitely be like bearing. I'd say for that, if they wanted to switch it up, you might as well freaking make it at this point. Bearing metal. Like why not? Just give it a regular spring and then make that bottom part metal for it. Like how they tried to make low strong like revolve, but like if that was metal at the bottom for the bearing, that'll be a beast. I mean, you got metal bearing drift coming. What's it gonna hurt doing like a bearing metal? You know, where the bottom part of that bearing, instead of it being palm plastic, it's made out of metal. Wouldn't wear as much, would be tougher to budget, and yeah, But yeah, let's see here. Favorite villain: Masquerade or Spectra? That's difficult. That's too tough to decide because they're good for different reasons. Like Masquerade did the nitty gritty, underhanded crap of like using brawlers as like puppets and stuff, while he was still sitting there getting strong. And then he got Hydronoid, and then after getting Hydronoid, just going around and causing a bunch of chaos and mayhem and such, and even turning on his old teammates and everything, sending their Bakugan, like literally just using people all the way to the very freaking end until like Dan finally caught up with him power wise and then shut him down and then joined their side kinda, like joined Dan's side for one brawl and then resting in peace because Alice, retired the Masquerade gimmick a bit. But then seeing like a little glimpse of it when the Vexos attacked her at her home, that was really cool. But then Spectra, this man literally defeating Drago, using Drago's like perfect core power against Dan, even kidnapping the Drago and doing that. Dan getting Drago back, but then just the whole thing with the Vexos, Helios, and then the being an evil on two fronts. But you could tell like Spectra was evil, but not as evil as like the Vexos are. Just two different evils with it, but then turning good and becoming like a good guy and more of an anti-hero, helping them out at the end, which is really, really cool. So it's like same sort of thing, except we actually saw Spectra come back later on. But yeah, they're both so good for different reasons, man. I can't pick. If I had to say who was the most full evil out of the entire series for the original era, I gotta give that title to Barodius for sure, because Barodius and Darak literally turned against like the 12 orders, the ones that had their back from the jump. He was going to turn on all of them. It was a given. Using the power of Phantom Darak. He already did and literally vaporized a bunch of them. But then you got the power of Code Eve. And remember, he was still like Magmel and Darak was Razenoid. They literally just mutated and like evolved, kind of. And they came back to season 4. And then literally just unleashed an army of Chaos Bakugan. Literally caused the Brawlers to sit there because of their link. He messed with Dan's head, causing Dan to lose control of his powers, literally making it where the Brawlers didn't even trust Dan. He had to go out by himself. We saw the Brawlers fracture for the first time, then they came back together stronger than ever, and then that's where things started getting real, and then, Dan and Drago saving the day with that. But you talk about deep down nitty gritty, and nothing against like Octavius, Destroyer, and Wise Man. Like, that was a cool story, too. It was wild that man literally disguised himself as a human and then turned into a damn Mectagon at the end of it, which was wild, man. Didn't see that coming. Like, even as a kid, I didn't see that coming. I was like, damn, he's actually like this man just shapeshifted into a damn Mectagon. Just like how fucking Faustus turned into Wrath. It's the same thing. They just did that reference, man. But full evil out of series, Barodius and Darak, aka Barodius, Darak, Magma, Razenoid. Because he never turned good. He died on that hill being completely evil. He even tried to like kill Dan with his releasing energy. He's like, it's time for us both to fade away. Literally trying to kill him. Like, it's crazy, man. Kronos is a good one for sure. Can Hasbro Pro Series finish pumping out all the bays before the next generation started? If not, that'll be really troublesome because then they'd have to do burst bays and then 4th gen bays. I feel like next year would be the point where they really pump them out big time. I hope they do. I hope they just focus on Pro Series big time for like the next year. If they do stop the releases truly in December. Like put out the BU releases, but then also like put out Pro Series big time, man. That's the major thing they should do is focus on the Pro Series releases in a major way. They can afford to do it, and they will make a lot of revenue off it because people will actually get the Pro Series bays big time. They should just stick with that. What's up, Tom? Reboot is on season 5 already. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Absolutely. There's one tip of advice I've followed for years. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Strive to improve yourself and love those around you. Exactly, man. Improve yourself more than you were yesterday, and then tomorrow even more than today. That's how you get true growth with everything, and do what you love to do. I feel like it would solve the problem with power creep and Bakugan Pro. Oh, for sure, man. Like just Arla support, no doubt. Lowest win stat change for cards, that'll be awesome. Yeah, man, for sure. Let's see here, like G power swap and stuff. Yeah, some cards like that too. Could run Ventus cards to reduce their own B power if that's even possible. That's true. That is true. Well, in that case, it would be the opponent though. You couldn't use it on like yourself because the Ventus ones are meant for the opponent, reducing their B power. So not necessarily with that. And that's where there would be a balance with. So you can't abuse Ventus cards and be like, oh, I'm going to win this by minus this, like minus this. Like, yeah, man. But let's see here. It arrived. Yeah, it did arrive. I like watching the Beyblade videos in slow motion. The hit detections for burst is legit awesome. Awesome. Yeah, man, for sure. I want to go and like edit slow mo big time again. It's just not having the time to really be able to do that with how much I film and such. I'd love to sit there and just edit big time. Like I said, if I was able to do it full time one day, you guys give me the support. I would absolutely love to sit in there and add so many effects and slow-mos and everything with the vids. It'll take a lot longer to edit them. Like I said, give major props to everybody who edits on the regular. I mean, Zanky edits his video. People can say whatever they want to. You gotta respect people for what they do. Like Zanky, Drago, everyone who sits there and edits their videos on a major way, because they're sitting behind the scenes just cranking, man. You gotta look at every little detail to make sure the frames look good, make sure everything's captured right and crisp with the camera you're using and such, all the close-ups and everything. Like, it takes a lot. It might not look like it. People see the end product, but you don't see like the work that goes in to making that end product. That's just how it is with art and such. But then you sit there and you actually sit down and do that stuff, and it's like, damn, it takes a lot to do this. So anybody who sits there and edits big time, whether it's like in the Beyblade community, Bakugan community, etc. I mean, look at Jet's videos, man. Like the editing for that, it's so smooth and clean and it's great. But it takes time to sit there and edit like that, or any other community with whatever you watch, like support them for the editing and such they put in, because that it takes time to sit there and edit before you put out the actual product. I edit with mine as well. I just have more of like a homemade style with it, and people are like, oh, it's homemade, so it doesn't take as much time. Nah, man, you sit there and you see the videos that I put out for like what 45, 50 minute team trial battles. I go with those until like it's done. If a bay's strong enough to go up and switch the entire team because they go through all the battles and it's still a 50-minute battle, that takes me probably 2 hours to film. Like I said, when it's a longer battle, multiply the time that the video is, or at least by 2. That's how long it took to film that alone. And then, especially if it's different clips, sitting there editing those clips, there's been plenty of times where like I've had to sit there and edit and process, and it takes like a good 30, 45, 50 minutes just to edit it and process it, and then put it out, and then schedule it to go out. And having to do that before working a job. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into it too, man. I'll talk about it that much because I'm a humble kid and stuff. I'm just grateful for all you and all your support and everything, but just keep in mind all the work that goes into what you do, no matter who it is. And also, don't give up. I know it takes a long time, and there's a lot of points you get discouraged. It took 10 years to get to this point, man. Don't you dare give up. Keep going and doing what you love to do. It'll take you farther than you can ever know, man. I won my dad over with it. He didn't support me with my channel when I first started it a decade ago. He made fun of me for it all the damn time. And then now getting to the point where you guys showing and coming in, showing the support, all the trips I've been able to go on and such, grinding for those, and that being right there now, which never thought that would even happen. Y'all even won my dad over. And that's one of the proudest things in my entire life, being able to say, for sure. But yeah, let's see here. Appreciate the support you're giving me on you. Yeah, HM Warrior. Y'all see this man, HM Warrior? Hold up. Wait a damn minute. First of all, if I can do it. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. I might be able to do it. Come on, phone. Will you love me already? Maybe it won't. I'm gonna get it. If I can't get it, then I'll get it later. But HM Warrior, Go and show him some support, guys. Go and show him a major, major amount of love and support. Let's see, I might be able to do it on here. Yeah, if these freaking flies get out of here, oh my god. Come on. Pop. Bam, bam, boom, boom, boom. Pop. I think I got it. I think I got it. But go and show HM Warriors some big time support, man. I think he just hit like what? 300 subs? Like, man's still super underrated. Go and show him some love and support. Support Bakutubers, support Bakugan, support Baytubers, support Beyblade. In the words of Haruren, you know, it's about the good vibes of positivity here. Y'all know how I am. Like my true people, my true supporters, it's about everybody around eating too. Like not just me like getting to this milestone or anything. It's about uplifting, building other people up because there's so much damn talent out there that's super underrated that deserves love in a major way. And I'm trying my best to just even myself give that love and support too, man. But yeah, let's see here. I'm surprised BU Achilles has 48 modes. Yeah, that's freaking ridiculous, dude. As long as I make someone's day, that's good to me. Glad I can help in any way I can for positivity. Exactly, man. Same thing for Arliss Jacobs. Wait a damn minute. Hold up. Hold up. I see you too. I see you too. Y'all need to go and support Arliss Jacobs as well. This man's a GOAT. He's a freaking legend. There's so many legends for sure in the Beyblade and Bakugan communities. No doubt. Let's see. Da, 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 da. And come on, if I can get it, if it lets me anyways. Bop. And I promise I am not ignoring you guys. I'm just adjusting and doing some special stuff. So there we go. All right, my Chaos Zentar would finally be usable if there were underdog cards that allowed lowest B power wins. Dude, that would be crazy if they made that an effect. Like lowest B power, like, you know, underdog. Oh my God. I mean, underdog in general is really cool. I missed that effect because it made it where, like, some not so powerful Bakugan got big time boosts. But yeah, hashtag Arliss support, no doubt, man. I haven't watched Zenki since Metal Fight, getting too old. Dude, it's just crazy. Like even people saying like I was a part of their childhood, that hits me in the heart in a major way. It takes a lot of time to throw together big hunt comps, and they aren't even super crazy. I can imagine even rendering, editing, processing all those bigger videos. Yeah, man. Like some of the videos that sit there in like 50 minutes and such. That's why I got an SD card that has a lot of space on it. Because oh my god, because especially how much I film on the regular, and sometimes it's like oh, it's full. All right. Let's see here. Never get too old for watching Zenki from now on. Yeah, you can never get too old for watching anybody, honestly. Whether it's me or anyone else. Like, yeah, you can never get too old, man. If you're a fan of someone, you're a fan, for sure. You don't have to do that. You're too... Oh, of course, HM Warrior. Give this man some love. Let's see here. That's what I like about you. You stay positive no matter what. Much respect. Because you just got it, man. With how effed up the world is and just how much negative crap you see on the regular, you just need that positivity. You need those good vibes and such. And that's what I'm all about, man. That's what I'm all about. Anybody who's like in my circle and such, whether it's a friend in real life, like a coworker that actually gives a genuine damn about me, all you guys that come in and show the support and everything with the channel and such, the people that truly support me, I'm reciprocating that energy and those vibes. And I think I show that on the regular, even with the content, my demeanor, everything, like just in general. Because that's what it's all about. It's all about spreading the love and the positivity and such. And I'm just honored to have the people who truly have my back. Because I remember, dude, when I was younger, I got bullied a lot. Like, this is just me being real with you guys. I just say this. I got bullied a lot when I was a little kid. I was also the only fully black kid in my school. I got bullied a lot. You can imagine with me saying that a lot. I sat at the lunch table by myself and would have like groups of people just sitting around laughing at me and such. And I just sit there be eating my food by myself. So one day there's one kid. He's my best friend. He's one of my best friends in my life. His name's Zach. He went over those tables. This is when we were in fifth grade. And this is not a lie. This is an honest to God thing. If he was in this chat right now, he'd be like, yo, you're bringing this up. But he legit said back then, he's like, you know, that kid is going to go far and do something with his life, and then you're all going to regret everything that you say about him. And then he came over. He took his fucking tray You know what I'm gonna say? I don't care. He's swearing with it. He took his fucking tray of food and he came over to my table. He put it down. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna sit with you, man. Like, I just want to sit and talk with you." And that's how we became best friends. He had my back when nobody had my back. And I'm just like, I never forget that day. And I'm like, never will forget that day. Ever since then, I'm like, it's about spreading the good vibes and the positivity. And people don't understand it or don't get my style or such. I'm not trying to be the greatest Beyblader ever. I'm not trying to be the greatest Bakugan brawler ever. I'm a fan like how everybody else is. I'm just honored that people even come in and enjoy my content. One person even comes in, they call me the GOAT. They call me their top 10 or something like that. That hits in my heart, dude. Like, I don't take that shit for granted one bit. That's an honor having that, or even having one person out there say that. Like, I'm honored if I'm even in somebody's top 10,000. If somebody's even like, yo, I like going and watching his videos here on occasion. I haven't watched them in years, but like, hey, I like popping in here and there. Like, they still pop in and watch. That's a damn honor. That's amazing, man. It ain't just about no damn revenue and getting everything new, etc., etc. I just love the game and try to keep up with everything because I love the game. I love what I do on here, man. I love being able to get this stuff and showing you guys like the potential of everything because you deserve to know that. And plus, it just shows you like some things that you'll be interested in. Like, oh, hey, this certain pay is really, really cool. I'm going to pick this up or this Bakugan, or try to get some of these cards. Granted, Spin Master actually gets them out in the big time capacity, which I hope they do one day and take it off hiatus. Even if they stopped it after like the GG set for the third season, just get the cards out there. People really want shiny cardboard if you can't tell by Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and Duel Masters and Magic and a bunch of other card games. But yeah, that's just me being real. Whew. But yeah, that's just me just saying all of it, man. Just putting it all out there. Let's see here. What kind of Bakugans should specifically buff Arliss for? The shields. You know how there's plus 400s for like Pyrus, Darkus, all their factions? They need to incorporate it with Arliss. Like Pyrus, Arliss, Ventus, Arliss, Aquas, Arliss, Darkus, Arliss, Chaos, Arliss, plus 400. That way Arliss gets the boost with the plus 400 core. Same thing with the regular fists. You know how they get plus 3? Like 100 lands on a certain attribute plus 3? They've done that for every faction except for Arliss. Now it's time to put it out for Arliss. That's how you can buff Arliss with that itself. Adding any cards to the TCG. Arliss cards that buff Arliss in general will help. Some of the Bakugan are getting up there and they're strong. Like, they're definitely doing it with the Bakugan. You could see it. But just the main thing is, like, supporting with the cores and even with the TCG, hopefully with, like, the waves that we haven't seen yet. Those are my hopes for sure. The next Beyblade gen starts in 2024. Hasbro has to pump out 3 Beyblades per month that they're given only 1.5 years to finish releasing every Bey from Sparking to BU. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think they should just straight up go with like Pro Series after Quad Drive ends off. Like do Pro Series versions of Beys because that's how they'll make the most revenue of things. Like the ones they haven't made before, and just go with like if they want to do it into their regular format for BU, like whatever. The quality won't be as crazy as TT's, obviously, but like yeah, do what they want to do. But I'd say the smart thing being like Pro Series, focus on that big time. Um, Makes no sense considering they did that for Fusion Bakugan and Bakugear. Well, I mean, not not so much for Arliss. I mean, you know, I like I get it for like the Bakugear and everything, but like just those cores, yeah, those cores in general for Arliss. Arliss is the only faction that didn't get them. Does Jacus have a channel? I'll drop one right now if you do. Yep, he does. Arliss Jacus, he does have a channel. Definitely show him some love. Oh, there's so much positivity. Y'all are making me so happy right now, man. I love this. This is what it's all about, man. All the love and support. All right, the Skittle's gonna include HMS bays. I've thought about it, but I'm like, nah, because the HMS bays are so expensive. But I do know that I forgot his name, but he makes HMS bays. They're not like fully authentic or 3D printed, and I'm definitely debating getting some from him. If so, I would definitely debate putting them in the skits. I'm just scared because how the HMS bays are designed that they're probably gonna like dent the hell out of other bays or even snap them. Because dude, HMS bays don't play around. Those jagged contact points being made out of metal. Oh my god! Like even Metal Fight bays got big time divots in them fighting HMS bays. But yeah, Let's see, it really is. I want to have better tools. I have such funny ideas for my unboxings and just don't have the ability to make them happen on my phone. Dude, I edit with my phone all the time. That's what I use, honestly. Thanks for the support, man. I bring fan merch to the bakugan community and upload videos of bakugan. Which, speaking of which, I want to get more of your merch, man, for sure. Because I'd love to sit there and rock that. I would, no doubt. Like I love wearing like snapbacks. I love wearing like t-shirts like this. Mainly like I like wearing tank tops, especially when it's warm out like this. Like I'd love to sit there and rock that. I was very fortunate that bakugan was huge in my elementary school, and I could never forget the experiences I had with younger students and people in my grade. Back when like plastic gun was a thing, that's what people played with was like Beyblades, and then also like tech decks became a thing. So then people played with like the tech decks, and then like bakugan became a thing in like high school, and a few people played them. But yeah, so I'm honored of being your friend. Yo, Jake, I'm honored, man, for real. I'll be a moderator. Well, Kimbo 311, being a moderator is not just like, oh, hey, this person being big. It's also like being a mod. So in case like any bots show up, any negativity or hate comments come in or anything, those are the people I trust with it. Kimbo 311, I know you're a big time supporter for sure. It might not be today that I do it, but you know, you are one that consistently shows up with everything and such too. So maybe with the next one I might make you a moderator. But I don't want to sit and make like everybody a mod or anything. And like I said, don't think I think any less of you if I didn't make you a mod. Do not think that at all. It's just people I know I talk to on the regular that come in and support big time and such with things I know I can trust to watch over the chat and such. And also being a mod, it makes it where you can go in and like negative comments, even when I'm not around or such, you can get rid of those too. So it's like it's a big time role too. So yeah, we love you and always have your back. Oh, Kath. Damn. I'm just being real about the past stuff too. I know I said it earlier. There's a time where I got bullied. I got bullied so bad that I actually hated being African American and like contemplated. It's me being real. Like there was a time where I thought that, and just after all the years of like doing this, all the years of growth, and just you guys always had my back and just continuing to grow and everything. It made me truly realize what I love to do and what I really enjoy doing. And I don't have those thoughts anymore. Even going through all that hell and such growing up, like in reality, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened with my life and such, even just like with family and everything, and my channel is how I let it out. So in reality, there's been plenty of times where y'all don't even realize it, but y'all have saved my life in a major way. And even being at this point now to where I can maybe do it in the future. Like if we get to that point where I can, I'll be able to have much more giveaways and such. It's like it helps out with things, but also with so much releases and such coming, that's where it all goes. But also, you already know. Look at that big pile over there. That's boxes of stuff for giveaways. I just gotta get more Beyblade stuff. That's literally why I'm holding off on it. That's all Bakugan stuff, and it's in like 6 boxes. There's even one box down there, and it's still Bakugan stuff. And I don't want to just be like, oh, hey, I'm only giving out Bakugan stuff. I want to collect some Bays, like get some Bay products new in box, and add them to it too. I probably won't do it all at like one time because it's gonna be a lot shipping all that out. But I'm definitely gonna spread it out. It's gonna be like a major celebration for 100K, and it's gonna happen before the end of this year for sure. Um, but because it might be free for you guys, but obviously it's a lot of money and such for shipping and everything. Anybody who likes ships out stuff like bays or whatever on the constant knows what I mean. Because shipping prices can be crazy, especially when it's a lot of stuff. And you see the size of those boxes, there's a good amount of stuff in all of them for sure. But yeah, I just want to get some more Beyblade stuff. And that way I can really start doing like the giveaways and such. So I can get back to you guys because there's a good amount of stuff in there. I still got like wristbands. I got a few of my Kimbo cards. I'm going to include those with them, of course. And just even seeing people that have won my giveaways before, like framing the damn notes that I've written or the cards that I've like signed, like the big promo cards or like the Kimbo cards, and just getting them framed or saying like, yo, I have it on my mantle. I cherish that. Like, dude, that they mean that much to you guys. It's surreal and it hits in the damn heart. And I just want to thank y'all, like all the support and all the love you guys give me, for real. Like I said, there have been plenty of points where y'all have saved my life and just made things so much better, man. And it's crazy to the point where we've gotten to this point. Like we got this home fixed up. We got to fix a bathroom in the house. But besides that, everything's fixed up taxes all good and such, and caught up with things, like truly being caught up. Not nearly as stressed as how it was over many, many years, man. Just grinding and hoping for the best, because that's all we can do. Hopefully, you guys are still around for the ride and enjoy things. But yeah, let's see here. Uh, anyone knows the official Bakugan app is being reworked? If they don't, might as well make one myself. I mean, I don't know if it's being reworked. They haven't added stuff to it in a while, for sure. Started as a big tour way back in elementary school. Yeah, he's been around for a long time, man. Capricorn King Baby. I think the old channel is just Hayden Moss. Yo, I Hayden Moss. That's what. That was your channel before, wasn't it? Oh my God. Because I remember that name, dude. I'm surprised that BU Achilles has 48 modes. Did you see the comment already? So I can repeat the answer. Well, yeah, I saw that. I saw that comment already. But I'm shook about it too, man. That is dual rotation. That's the big thing that had me shook. Like the attack defense mode and speed mode, I wasn't too surprised about that. Quattro Dash was a welcome surprise, but even that didn't shock me like too much. The dual rotation is what sent me for a loop. I'm like, this man is literally Astral Spriggan on steroids now. Oh my God. Let's see here. If there was a single plus 600 Arliss shield, that'd change so many Arliss Bakugan immediately. My old buddy Arliss Fangzor would be so down. Oh, for sure, man. Could see Spin Master releasing a collection product for Bakukors that exclusively buff Arliss. I hope so, man. The Beyblade I want the most to be made. Diabolos. Definitely Diabolos, because it's the one they did the dirtiest and they took the gimmicks from and it was so cool. But like, yeah, Diabolos. After that, Death Scyther, Wyvern, Apocalypse, Genesis, Zeus, Hades. That's probably my full list. After that, I think that's a solid roster. In my opinion, if Hasbro keeps Beyblade products like this, I think the best time they should stop immediately. Yeah, I mean, it's just that like they nerf it so much compared to like even like taking away the gimmicks for the bays that they were supposed to have. I get like trying to keep the system balanced all the way across, but you just see the quality of it and it's like, come on, man. I get like trying to have a balance, like seeing where it's all around the same level, but it's hindering so many bays going forward after Turbo. Even like Turbo bays walloping the bays that you see now. Let's see. Hasbro used to be good when it was the Metal Master series. I mean, they did solidly with like the first season in Evolution. Well, like the first season in Evolution, like the single layer, the dual layer bays, and the God or Evolution bays were all great. They were on par with TT. Some of them even being better than TT's versions. That's me being real on God. But just Turbo onwards, that's when they started taking the gimmicks. That's what I call the Great Schism. Like, how in Zelda, like in Breath of the Wild, they had the Great Schism with the Sheikah, where some remained good and then turned evil. I just call it like that, because the Great Schism where like things really separated with it. But after the Great Schism happened with Turbo, you could tell the clear difference in the power with the company. So that's why even with my skits, I'm still gonna give the Hasbro bays their shine. That's gonna be like their own different arc. So there's gonna be a lot of arcs with the burst skits. You could probably tell how it's going, considering the bays that I'm introducing already with the skits. You could tell how I'm gonna go through this whole thing. Yeah, at least somewhat. But it's gonna be a long journey, but it's gonna be worth it, man. I already guarantee you, these burst skits are probably gonna be even more episodes than the original skits. That's probably both of the series combined. Both the series combined were over 300 episodes. I hands down see and burst with my skits getting to that point where it's 300 episodes. Even further. Who knows? Maybe 400 plus? Who knows, man? Time will tell, but I can imagine, considering I'm already around the realm of the 30s. Yeah, man. It's gonna be wild. I'm in the 30s, and that's just with the transition and everything too, and still got a bunch to go through. But yeah, I appreciate it, man, because I love making them, and it helps with bills too during hard times. Oh yeah, of course, man. Today things have gotten downfall. Let's see, you've been through a lot, and it's highly inspiring. Never stop being you, HM Warrior. I'm honored, man. I appreciate it. Um, Not sure this is a good idea, but since Bakugan Pro Series use life decking, do you think they should increase the main deck to like 50 or something? I don't think they should increase it to 50. I think 40 is solid. The main thing is just getting the cards out so people can use them. 40 is a very good number because it makes it where you really have to focus on what cards you want in there, so you're not piling in a bunch of crap with it. So I don't mind the 40 card deck system. I think that's honestly perfect the way it is. The main thing is just getting the cards out there so people can actually make the profiles, you know. But yeah, I mean, I've made over 100. I'm at like 108 right now, and I have a lot more planned because y'all have seen how many I've been keeping up with everything evolutions even. So, I got a lot of profiles planned. It's been a bit since I've deck built, and I've got a shit ton to work with, and it's gonna be awesome, man. Sorry to hear about that. That must have been tough to go through. It was, but it's like, hey, I don't regret it at all or anything. Like all that crap happening. I'm honestly grateful for it because it made me who I am today. Like you can tell by my bays, I'm that one that like takes all the negative energy or anything that's thrown and just tries to make something positive out of it. The balance of like the good and the bad and everything. That's Hydra. The balance of the good and the bad is Hydra. Sucking up the negative energy and such and turning it into power. That's Kolshidra. Taking all the light of like positivity and greatness and goodness and just amazingness and bringing it in. That's Leonis. That's the full circle right there, man. That's the complete circle. The yin and the yang, the complete loop. So yeah. And then also just like the triangle in the middle of it being Delta. This is both OMS and trusting me with Delta too, man. Yeah. Let's see here. Beyblade will become a public sport and make bladers around the world have a career. Dude, it should be for sure. When am I getting Chain Kerbeus? The random booster's on the way. Hopefully, Chain is one of the bays I pull, but it is on the way. I've got some of them. But yeah, I've been there too sometimes, so I relate. Yeah, man, just keep pushing. Like, don't let no hater, no troll bring you down or anything. Y'all know you've seen it. Like 10 years, you go through this, you get a bunch of trolls and hate comments and all that stuff like that. Screw that, man. Don't let anybody keep you in a box. Do what you enjoy doing. Just don't hurt anybody. Do what you enjoy doing, do what you love doing, and never give up. Because the same people, like, the same people that'll go and troll on you will be the same ones that come and gas you up later. After you see like, oh, you've gotten this far, oh, you've done all this, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's see here. I should Ruby Drago some Chase Dragos for free since he really wanted them, and cost like $13 to ship a tiny package. Yeah, for sure, man. He's a goat, man. Love that guy. Yeah, Ruby Drago's a freaking legend. Have a good rest of your day. Sending love. Goodbye. Yo, Kath, thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate you for sure. That's what's keeping me from doing giveaways too. Shipping is pricey, and I have no idea how to approach tracking entrance. Yeah, man, it's just it's tough. I mean, the way I keep track is like I usually do them like sporadically. So I try to announce them now. I'm like, hey, giveaway's coming, giveaway live stream, and then I'll sit and ask some questions in the Q&A. But it's also like if somebody's won from me before, all I ask is like if you won from me before with a giveaway because I've had them before, don't enter like another giveaway. It's about people who haven't won this or anything, being able to get the product, being able to get something new because you never know. This might be like their first Bakugan or their first Beyblade or like some of their first ones because they're trying to start up their own collection. Then it's like, oh my God, I won Kimbo's giveaway. And then, like even just seeing a smile on their faces, like having some new products and such. Like I said, it's crazy to me that just people actually like frame my cards and everything or like keep parts of the letters that I write and sign and like frame it. Like that's some true love and support right there, man. And I'm just totally honored. I'm honored for all y'all, man. You guys are the goats. You're amazing, and I just can't thank you enough for all the support, man. Uh, this kids bring back memories. Weren't some of the episodes made when you were in college? If I could remember. Yep, they were made when I was in college, man. They were made even when I was like going. Yeah, they were made when I was in college. I started it when I was like a freshman, and then I made it when I was going back for each semester and such, and then even like incorporated graduation, a lot of different events that happened with it as well. And then after graduating, just even like the major events that happened, like even going to the Blader Bash incorporated it. All the invitationals incorporated them. Any trip, like, going to seeing my family or such, incorporated them. Even recently, like, 4th of July, incorporated that. When I went up for the actual concert to see Machine Gun Kelly perform, incorporated that. That's why I took like the Rose Rage bays, because I'm like, it's the time to bring in like some of the Rose Rage bays, man, with the pink. You know, I'm like, this is perfect because the pink hair, everybody rocking pink. I'm sad because I will say this honestly, I drink and I might have drank a little too much. I was okay though, but I just never went to the damn merch stand while I was at the concert. And that's the only thing I regret about it, is that I didn't get to go to the merch stand. I still remember everything, had a freaking blast, and it was amazing. Hanging out with my friend, made a bunch of new friends, even just people like coming and commenting, seeing comments from people that I met at that concert being like, yo, you're like the real deal, man. Like, oh my God, dude, you're EST. This is really sick. And I am EST, fan for life. Machine Gun Kelly got the double X's on my arms. Just the EST, you already know. You're a big time fan. Just the vibes that people give off, man. It's the coolest thing ever. I've been to two concerts and both of them have been amazing. Both of them have been amazing for sure. Just because the vibes with everybody that I met. It's all about spreading the love and positivity and the good vibes and everything. Because the world's just too cold for everything to remain cold. You got to have some warmth and love with it for sure. But yeah, let's see. What if Arliss had an ability to regain discarded cards back to the main deck? In other words, heal your cards. That would be a sick effect for Arliss. If Arliss was the only one that could do that, that's a really cool effect, and that'll make Arliss that much more usable. That would be amazing, man. Like Battle Mastery and that for the effects. That would be so cool. Imagine if Ashton and Arthur fused together to want to become a pure final antagonist in the movie, a burst, something that Hideki Sanada should freaking work on. I wouldn't say like fuse into one thing. I would say like be a part of one group. Like I said, it's still to this day. If they would have made BU, I would have had a build up like this. Even if it was like Lane coming back and then like somebody capturing him and putting him through this project, and then he comes back with like the ultimate Lucifer because like BU Lucifer being a thing now, and they hype it up as like one of the ultimate bays. That would have been sick, man. Even that story, I would have went behind. Like if these evils came out of the shadows, like Lane turned good, but imagine these evils came out of the shadows, but then they convinced him, like they dogged him into going into the hideout, but then they like capture him, and then they put him through like a crazier Requiem project than even Shu went through, and then he became like the serious antagonist of the final season because he went through that. Like he's not evil, he just got captured and turned evil, like how Shu was kinda. Except Shu did it kind of willingly, but you know, like for the sake of power. Like if Lane went down that, like he got captured, like being an anti-hero, getting captured, then he turns full evil again and then starts breaking base and he's the ultimate evil. Like that would have been sick. Would not have mind that at all. But, I would love to see like Ashton, aka Theodore, Eval, Arthur, all be a part of the same group. Even if it was like they brainwash Lane and he becomes a part of it and he becomes the big bad of it. Like that would have been a sick build up, man. That would have been an amazing build up. It would have given an excuse for like Hikaru and Hyuga and everybody else to come back in. And they have the potential with this with this season. Like it shows with just the bays we're getting, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. The worst Beyblade Burst character in my opinion. I I'm not one to answer that question because I don't think there's any worst Beyblade character because they all add something to the show. Even if it's like it's not somebody's favorite character, you know. Like I don't even lie, Arthur was an asshole. Like just how he was with his demeanor and everything when he came in, you know. But like I wouldn't say anybody was like a worst character. Like they all added something to every season that there was. And that's my honest opinion. I will die on that hill. I wouldn't say there's any worst character for sure. Because they all added something. Um I could just track comments, but I don't know if you could see if the person's subbed. I'd rather have a like giveaway open to new and old subs than another giveaway specifically for long time support. Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. I want to grow, but I want to thank more than anything. Let's see. I've been so thankful that the community has welcomed me so much, and I wish I could repay everyone. Oh, of course, man. Like, just about paying it forward. That's the thing I say. Just paying it forward with what you do. Let's see here. My friend Haley was at that concert. Glad you had fun. Yeah, man, it was a blast. Like saying that I actually was able to like see Avril Lavigne perform. Like that's a bucket list thing. I saw Avril Lavigne perform. Like Ian Dior performing was really really cool. Obviously, when MGK was on stage, like everybody was just going ballistic, man. Like I said, the only thing I regret is not making it to the damn merch stand. I had like $60 and I wanted to get something there. Honestly, I was gonna get a pink bandana. That's the main thing I wanted to get was like a pink bandana, but you know, wasn't meant to be. But it's not the last concert. I'm definitely trying to go to more. Definitely. A deck recover would be an expensive cost though, but yeah, hella strong. Yeah, and I mean it would make sense like with Arliss, you know, just put in some Arliss support cards, you know, some Arliss cards in general. You know, one thing I think Arliss needs is like some cards like Battle Mastery plus this energy, you know, plus a couple hanging energy like how Pyrus has, you know, because you can take factors from all the different um attributes or different factions and put it into Arliss. That's the cool thing about it. Battle Mastery, you could do like +3 hanging energy or like plus 800 Bs, something like that. You know, like cards like that, diverse cards like that, because that still would show the balance. Because you take elements from other attributes or factions, just not on the crazy level that they might be with their original faction. But that would just be really really cool. That was buff Arliss. Another idea I had for Arliss, but I think it'd be too broken. What if you let Arliss had an ability to let you roll a second background in the battle as 2 versus 1 to make them and their attacks easier to access? That would be a little broken because then it would be like that would be like double the power and everything. That would be really really crazy. But yeah, you can always do like if you roll out an Arliss Bakugan, the Arliss Bakugan gets a bonus. Like you know, like how Arliss power was a big influence. Bring that back. You know, even with like mono Arliss, like if all Bakugan on a party are like Arliss plus like 1,500 or something like that, that would be amazing, man. Like Arliss needs some buffs like that. I wish TT is planning to make a U.S. division company here in the U.S. So TT base will be easier and available to the U.S. and easier to make WBBA global and become a competitive sport. I heard like from what I saw at least, it might be that TT might be taking control with the fourth season. And that would be like fully internationally if it's like TT level products. That would be crazy, dude. That would be amazing. That would be sick. Honestly, if it wasn't like Hasbro taking care of like Beyblade for the next season, if there's anybody that I'd say I'd trust to take over Beyblade, I'd say Spin Master. I mean, Spin Master, the name, Spin Master. You know, and if they're done with Bakugan at that point, you know, why not take on Beyblade? Because you know they'd probably do some amazing stuff with Beyblade for sure with the figures. They wouldn't have cards to worry about or anything with them. But yeah, WBBA now returns to the public and become a competitive global sport. Would I join? I definitely try to join and just go to like some competition and stuff. That would be amazing, man. Headed out, Kimbo. I know you mentioned not being around too much longer, so I'll stop adding the list of things to answer. Lots of love. Y'all brightened up my day today. That's what it's all about, man. HM Warrior, thanks so much for coming by. Definitely go and show him some love, you guys. He's cranks. He puts in that work on his channel. Let's see here. Just wanted to say I'm kind of having a hard time now because my girlfriend's moving and I'm sad and I miss her. Yo, Johns, I'm sorry you're going through that, man. And I'm honored you even coming by just to help cheer up and such. All I gotta say is stay positive. I mean, you're still talking to her, you're still with her and everything, you know. Um, just good vibes and try to work things out, man. That's all you can do. And I mean, at least there's like online calling for things like that, you know. So I know it's tough, but it ain't the end of the world, man. You can always work around it. It's just work with what you got, and you got this. You got this. Let's see here. I don't think Spin Master will license Beyblade because, in my opinion, it's a cringe company. And let's see, it owns Paw Patrol. Well, they might own Paw Patrol and they're like diverse with stuff, but I mean, look at Hasbro. Hasbro does not only do Beyblade stuff, they do a lot of other things too. So the whole like they do this, or this type thing can't necessarily say that. It's like as long as they have it and they're doing it effectively, like putting the gimmicks or whatever, the quality for the base and everything to how they should be, that's the important thing, you know? So if they sit there and they run with it and they put in the good quality for it, I mean, look how they're doing Bakugan. Look how they're doing Bakugan right now. The quality of the Bakugan is still great. The only problem with Bakugan, literally with the reboot, is just not seeing the cards enough. That's the only big time issue. They've still kept the balance with like the power and such. Even with Bakugan getting a bit stronger, they're still keeping that balance with the damage. The main thing just being that we have not seen the cards that much. They get the cards out there big time, then they fix it. But yeah, man, it's still going really strong and doing really well. Let's see here. Thanks, Kimbo. You're the best. I appreciate when you read my comments and answer. It's the best. Of course, man. It's about spreading the good vibes and positivity. That's why I'm here, man, for sure. You watched Smosh playing Bakugan a while back. I heard that they did a video playing with Bakugan. I never fully saw it, but that's really cool. Even Smosh knows it, you know. We want cards. Yeah, we want cards. We want cards. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it off with that hashtag we want cards because we love the card Spin Master. We fully support you. I don't know if you guys are actually watching this. If you actually are watching this somehow, some way, even one person, I'm honored as hell. They even know I exist for real and had me at all the invitationals and everything. We just say this because we support the game. We love you and we want cards. And literally selling shiny cardboard will make you even more money than if you were just selling with like the figures and such. People want shiny cardboard. Look at Pokemon. Look at Duel Masters. Look at Magic for sure, man. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this off. Long live stream with this one, but hey, I love it. Maybe I'll do one more this next weekend. So, you know, we can go into August the right way because got to go into my birthday month the right way, man. You already know I'll be doing a birthday live stream and such too. But yeah, so stay hyped, stay tuned. I still got a bunch of battles to do with Z4 Excalibur. The random booster for Kerbeus is on the way. Finally getting caught up with that. I know I've been behind, but you know, finances and stuff just happening this year makes it a little tougher points. But hey, we're getting caught up. The summer's the time to really grind and get caught up, and I'm getting to that point for sure. And I also have a Bakugan unboxing. It might be out today. I don't know. It's currently 6. Holy, it's a little later than I thought it was gonna be. The first video will probably be out like 6:30. Maybe I'll put one out every hour and a half, like 6:30, 8, 9:30, 11, 11. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. So maybe the Bakugan unboxing might be today. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So just stay tuned. I do have battles that are going to be coming. I just got to make the thumbnails for them, which I'm going to go and edit right now and such. All that good stuff. And I also work the next 3 days in a row, all 8-hour shifts. So it's going to be a cranking one for sure, man. But we're just going to go with it. We'll do it live. It's going to crank. But anyways, this stream was amazing. Even just being able to talk to you guys about like the old school stuff and everything with the past like that hit me in the heart, man, that y'all are just like, yo, we got you no matter what, and that means a ton, man. Being able to open up about like stuff going through like growing up and everything, not stuff I normally talk about, but just being real, you know. Like I said, it's about like making you guys feel better, spreading the good vibes and positivity and everything, and even with putting out the content, you know, making myself feel better as well with things, because you know, eventful month. But hey, July's been a long one too, but it's been so much fun. Eventful, but it has been fun. It's had its really fun moments for sure. But anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for this live stream. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. And one more thing before I go. Craziness is, I can't believe we're even saying this. We're less than 100 videos away from hitting another crazy milestone, you guys. It's how much I've been cranking this year. It's how much I've been cranking. We're less than 100 videos away from 8,000. We're at 7.9K. That's incredible to think. I just want to thank y'all so much for just supporting to the point where I've been able to make almost 8,000 videos. Literally multiple videos a day, every day since I started my channel. And that's crazy, man. And who knows, maybe, I don't know if we'll hit that point before my birthday, but it might happen. It's crazy to say. I didn't think we'd actually hit that before. We might hit that before my birthday. My birthday is a month and 5 days from today. My birthday is on August 29th, anybody who doesn't know. So, we got a month and 5 days, but maybe in a month and 5 days can crank out less than 100 videos. We'll see if we get to that point, man. If it happens, you know I'm going to be flipping out. But anyways, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Hey, August 18th. Nice, man. Bunch of us August babies. Yeah. Virgos and Leos. Hell yeah, man. But anyways, until then, stay awesome and cool shoot. Or let it rip. Or Bakugan Brawl. Yours is the day before your birthday's on the 30th? What? Well, Arliss Jacobs is getting a happy birthday as well too. Also, Leo birthday is technically the same day as mine because this is on the 30th, but he's in Japan. And yeah, so it's technically like the 29th here, but it's the 30th over there. So that's a cool fun fact too. Anybody who didn't know. But yeah, anyways, I'm up out of here, guys. Thank you so much for being absolute goats and legends. Y'all are the greatest.